Hello, everybody, and welcome to a brand new stream here on Sword and Key, Zenith 3000. My name is Alex. I will be your GM and your guide for this evening and the succeeding 10 to 12 sessions. Um, totally lost that thought. Anyway, we're doing it live. Yeah, so this is a Cypher System actual play tabletop game sponsored by Sword and Key. And we're just going to talk some quick announcements and context stuff, and then roll into introducing ourselves, introducing our characters, and then hop right into the game. One of the primary things to note is that we are running some incentives through which you, the intrepid viewer, can interact with us, the intrepid storytellers. These commands can be accessed to the ! Donate in chat, and you can see the list of effects that you can have on the game, and the proceeds from these donations will be directed to Doctors Without Borders. This is an international humanitarian organization that provides emergency medical care in areas like conflict zones, locations of epidemic hotspots, natural disaster areas, and other locations of limited and acute need for healthcare. In addition, I don't know if we have a chat command for this, but I'm reasonably confident we do. There was a degree of reading and thematic preparation that went into the construction of the story for Zenith 3000. If you do !reading, you can find a list of books that I read to help formulate context for what this game will be and the methods by which it will be presented. I believe that is all of the additional context and background stuff to note, and I think we can hop right on into player introductions, character introductions, and get rolling with some story. To reiterate, my name is Alex. I will be your GM, and I will allow the lovely players you see before you to introduce themselves and whatever they would like to introduce themselves.
Cool. I'll go first. Sure, I opened my mouth. Hi, I'm Mare. I use they, she pronouns, and I am playing Erastus, who uses he, they pronouns, who is an intuitive preside who interprets the law. I think I'm just going to continue vibing until emotional consequences dictate otherwise.
I can go next, I guess. Hi, everyone. My name is Abhishek. I will be playing Eris, who uses any all pronouns. They are a clever adept who has 1,000 faces. You may find that name familiar. You may see why later.
I guess that brings it to me. Hello, I'm Eva. My pronouns are she, her. And I have the joy of playing Vertigo Madigan, she, any pronouns, who is a beneficent manipulator who works the system. And I apologize for being a bit squeaky. Hopefully that will go away eventually.
Oh, by the way, I probably should have mentioned preside is just what I'm using for speaker.
Sick.
I'm also a speaker with a fancy...
We're making it fancy.
Yeah.
That's so speaker of you, though. You could use this word. Use this word instead.
It's all true.
Anyway.
Oh no, we're just our own stereotypes.
Terrible. Anyway, with introductions completed, I believe we are ready to get going. And so for the first time in a while, allow me to share with you a perspective. Some ideas are true because they bear resemblance to the world as it exists beyond human perception, the goings-on of matter and energy, as best as can be stood by us. Other ideas are true because while they bear no resemblance to material reality, in coming in contact with a living person, they resonate like a hammer against a bell, and they manifest themselves in the reality to which their formulation is indifferent. Tonight we embark on an exploration of truths of this latter kind, those of my own and those of the three players and friends who grace us with their presence. Over the coming 10 to 12 weeks, I will pose to them a question for which I do not know the answer. It is in them that I hope to learn the truth. Now, recall, 500 years ago, a great evil was halted at the gates of Zenith when the red presence was conquered in the soul of the city's populace. Presently, we have had no such luck. A contagion of the mind plagues you and your fellow citizens alike. You have become a spiteful people. You displace your anger and misplace your trust. The evil touches one another like fingers through the surface of a still pond. The rippling chaos bleeds encrypted red through your digital habitats and festers like mold in the weary shell you once called a mind. You know not how this will end, only that it must. Here, now, and in Zenith, dark-towered by the sea. Erastus, you find yourself this morning descending the elevator through one of several towers which make up the Presidial Nexus, the center of governmental function in the city-state of Zenith. This is a large, magnificent building of mirrored glass. And you are descending the elevator in the company of your two closest colleagues. One, Vivi Amsterdam, and one, Julie Amsterdam. Kind of the same person, kind of not. Vivi has just handed you a dossier of sorts, a small tablet with information concerning a site, a location in the outer city, unknown to you thus far, but seeing strange traffic through the etherweb, the magical technological communications network that pervades all forms of life and operation in the city of Zenith. And so we aren't really sure what's happening in this place, but we do know that the traffic is unusual.
Are we talking about foot traffic, or are we talking about technological traffic?
Web traffic.
Okay, that's what I thought, but when did this report come in?
As Vivi rather, is attempting to recall, Julie pipes up, this shit came in last night. And on top of that, it immediately got recalled.
Do we have as I go through the document in the tablet, Alex, does it have, what's the information that was submitted on the report in terms of, like, you know, the timestamp, the date, who submitted it, et cetera, et cetera?
Sure, yeah. Julie would be able to recount this information to you. So what the mail came into us, the email came into us at 11:30 at night from one of our contacts in that area. And at around 11:45, it was lost from our servers, from your computer, from everywhere. We had to contact Blackburn to get it back up. You know, Blackburn is a private investigator, an internet sleuth of sorts.
Yeah. Well, what is this, the original, or was this the exact original that you were able to recover? Is there any difference from what you read last night versus now?
It looks about like what I had last night.
Okay. And then Alex, who's the address from? Does it say?
You don't have. Actually, you would have the ownership of the address. This building is owned by an organization known as Chroma Core. This is it's sort of like an everything company, but they are mostly known for high technology and high magic fusion, the application of both. And you would also know that their ownership is a group of 5 dragons of various colors.
Also, who submitted the report? What's the name on the report? Is there one, or is it an anonymous one?
It wouldn't be anonymous. It wouldn't be anonymous, but it would be the name of essentially another government employee, for lack of a better word. I don't admittedly have a name off the top of my head for that.
So basically someone who does like looking into stuff for the government.
Yeah, fieldwork type stuff. Yeah.
Okay. And then can you just give me a rundown of what the report is again?
The report is suspicious and unusual internet traffic coming, or etherweb, excuse me. That's going to fuck me up every time. Suspicious and unusual etherweb traffic, both in terms of volume of data being transmitted in and out of this site, and also in terms of encryption. You're not actually able to monitor what this site is doing. And that's unusual because the Preside has a good grasp of pretty much everything that is going on in the etherweb, as long as they are looking at it.
Right. Was Blackbird able to determine who or what or why this was recalled?
Magnus Blackburn, PI, was not able to determine specifically why it was withdrawn, but he was able to determine that it was withdrawn from Chromacore. Basically, they have some degree of access to your system, and they unsent the email functionally.
Oh, jeez. Okay. As I'm scrolling through my tablet again, just like reading the particulars of everything, wondering like, the who's and the what's and the whys, and I'm like, okay, thank you very much, Vivi, Julie. I'll have to look into this. The fact that that we don't have eyes in there, and the suspicious activity regarding the recall is concerning. And there's just a sigh of stress, like any office worker that deals with literally everything can just feel.
As you head out from the Presidial Tower and towards the monorail station, which take you close enough to your destination, Julie stops you and hands you a small ceramic sphere. This is the Drilling Company, TM, Civilian Grade Rapid Energy Converter. And she hands this to you. Stay safe, boss.
I know what this is, right?
Yes, this is a hand grenade. A civilian grade one.
Julie, where did you get this, and why are you giving it to me?
I bought it, and I'm giving it to you just in case.
I look at Vivi.
They're selling these in public.
I look at Vivi, and I'm just like, why?
I don't know. I wish I could tell you, and I wish I could make it stop, but I don't think I can.
I should also describe Erastus, because I forgot that we don't have character art yet. So,
yes,
Erastus is a lavender-skinned tiefling with like very long, like dark purple hair and a very loose braid around, falling down to like his back and shoulders. They are tall, not 6 foot tall, without the horns, but with the horns, it's way over 6 feet. He has antlers. So they are just curling up above his head, and every once in a while there's chains or gold rings or like caps on the tips. Basically very decorative. It's jewelry. They have cloven hooves and a tail that is tipped with fur, so kind of like the old-fashioned unicorn tails that you might see. And he is wearing very long, asymmetrical, billowy sleeves and pants in like grays and blacks, trimmed in like this electric blue with a belt.
Stick.
I love him. He's pretty.
All right. All right. Erastus,
put the grenade away safely.
Excellent. And that is already in your inventory. And
oh my god.
You can rest easy knowing that that while this is on your person, it's fully legal.
It's legal! Hurrah!
As you head to the monorail station and board the train heading towards the outskirts of the city. Erastus, do you use social media?
I probably have it, but I don't use it a lot. I probably have the equivalent of the login information for, like, the preside. And it's just to, like, look around.
Gotcha. Well, how would you like an experience point?
Oh, I would love an experience point. We need to, oh yeah, by the way, we all need to, like, create, like, a grid so we can keep track of XP, everybody.
Yes, yeah, we can do that in the background for
Yes,
sure.
please.
Who would you like to give your second experience point to?
Evens, Abhishek, odds, Eva. Odds, Eva.
All right, Eva, you may have one experience point, and try not to delight too much in Erastus's suffering. So, it's a long way to get out of the city, or at least towards the edge of the city where you are headed from its almost exact center. On the way, you decide to pop open your phone, take a look, see what's out there.
What is the media? What is the public absorbing into their brain rots, doom scrolling?
Exactly. Yeah.
What do I need to keep an eye out for?
Yes, professional research, you might call it. While you find yourself looking at short-form video content, you stumble across a clip that at first you don't recognize, but once you do, you can't quite take your eyes off of it. This is a new angle of something you've seen previously. You see a dark, crowded street, neon signs in the sky, a thick, bustling crowd. The focal point of this video seems to be an individual trying to do some kind of a dance in a public space. And from the side of the screen, just barely within frame, you see an individual pull out a gun and fire 3 shots. And as the crowd disperses, you are once again faced with a harrowing vision of the execution of Articana, who was formerly Zenith's most prominent musical artist. You are hindered in your next 3 intellect tasks.
You said hindered in the next 3?
Yes.
Hindered next 3. As this video is, playing, as I'm engrossed, with the silly little dance for the person that's doing it for views. As soon as the sound of the gunshots fires, there's an audible, like, flinch. And as I see what's going on in the background, completely ignoring the foreground, it's almost like if you were looking at Erastus, you'd be seeing the complete whites of his eyes. If you were looking at a deer, completely, like, looking at down the barrel of a gun, and there's some bile in the back of his throat as just the white-knuckled clench on his phone just gets tighter and tighter before he shoves it back into his pocket and leads his head against the glass.
At the edge of the shelf, an area of town where the skyscrapers cease and it's more low-lying structures, the beginning of urban sprawl as opposed to concentrated metropolis. Vertigo Madigan, you find yourself stepping onto a monorail with an unmarked manila envelope, inside of which is a phone number that you've not seen before and an address. This particular train station.
Vertigo is a fairly tall, Aasimar, purple hair, somewhat muted dress today, I think, not knowing where exactly she's going, but stylish for some time in the last 10 years. And I think she's been looking out the window, finger tapping lightly on the envelope. Not a full-on nervous tick, but just thinking. She's just thinking.
Yeah.
And she'll step out onto the platform when the monorail comes to a stop.
All right. As you do, you receive a phone call. It matches the number in your envelope.
I will answer it without hesitation and wait
Right.
for the person to say.
The voice
Something.
on the other end is one you have heard before. This is a client of yours. You know him as Vito, the Deal Devil, and he evidently has a job for you. Vertigo Madigan,
Vito?
I need your help. This is something of a long-term job, but if you're interested, it will start today. You need to get on this train, and if you do, I'll send you an address. I need you to go there and interrupt it.
What am I getting out of this?
Well, it depends on what you would want. Money? Favors?
I like favors.
All right, we can do favors then. And in addition to your payment, I can offer my personal support in any practical way to help you accomplish your goals here and over any related work. This is important to me and a great many people in the city and elsewhere. An associate of mine is coming to town. In fact, he might already be there. I need you to prepare the way.
What do I know of Vito in terms of how likely his work aligns with my own interests?
Sure. Vito
Or his
the
ability
Deal-
to follow through on being super useful.
Vito is an interesting character. You can think of him as an infernal capitalist in the sense that he is really only ever in it, apparently, for returns on his own end. He has absolutely, to your knowledge, no scruples in terms of what he will or will not do in order to accomplish a goal. That said, you know personally, in all your dealings with him and in all of his reputation, he seems to be an upstanding, respectful, and respectable person. In fact, he has recently returned to the game, as it were, from recent fatherhood. He's a father now, so
Congratulations, Vito. Hope the kiddo's doing well.
he's doing great.
Yeah. Whatever information you can send me on what I'm walking into would be, of course, helpful, but I'm intrigued. Yeah.
Well, thank you very much. As far as what you'll be walking into, admittedly, I don't know, but you're one of the few people I would trust with this particular assignment and its related follow-up. There will be security there. Corporate. Chroma.
Okay.
It shouldn't be too much. They're trying to fly under the radar. Beyond that, it's not clear. Whatever they're doing, it's happening over the web. And the amount of data they're able to process and the security with which they're able to protect it is not expected for the part of town it's in.
And you don't care what the data is, just interrupt it?
Whatever operation they have going on there, interrupt it, and let me know what you find.
All right. Well, now I'm curious too.
Good. Well, as I said, let me know if there's anything I can do to support you accomplishing your mission here. Stay safe. Stay alive.
I will hang up and wait for the appropriate train.
The appropriate train comes, and you are able to board without issue. Sorry, lost that thought. Anyway, you are able to board without issue.
I'm proficient at public transportation. Excellent.
Yes. The train itself is not too full. It is late enough in the morning that any rush to get to work has come and gone. You don't see too many interesting characters on the train, but you do see an individual you have met before, I believe. A purple tiefling sitting with, last I heard, their head against the window.
I'm gonna say I don't have my head against the window because I just remembered antlers.
Good point.
So
Also, you don't know what else has been on that window.
True. So
True.
So probably just like hand on chin with the elbow on like the windowsill, basically.
I will sit down next to them.
Question for you, Eva. I know how we're connected, but if someone were to look at you, how well known are you as an individual for your occupation?
I think we're not exactly. I almost made an Alias reference, and I realized that dated me terribly.
And I wouldn't get it. So.
Okay.
Eva, no!
Oh, I'm gonna crumble into
Yes,
dust.
you are the oldest in this call.
Okay. It's fine.
Oh no.
She is a general level social chameleon in that she can go between different social groups, but it's not like a full Mission Impossible. Is that she's not doing the full facial reconstruction, depending on how out of context perceptive Erastus is. Her makeup's probably different. They're probably in a different social level, material level of clothing than maybe you've met them in, but I think you would probably have a decent chance of.
Yeah, not that I wouldn't recognize you. I'm just how would people be suspicious of us together if they knew who you were? Because I know what you do, and what my association with you is not always legal. So, as you sit down, there is a.
I don't think my face is on wanted posters.
Yeah, that's what
I
I figured. Basically, people were in the know.
Yeah.
But as you sit down, there is. His eyes are closed, but when you sit down, they look up at you, and for a split second, there's just he doesn't look well, but almost immediately there is a confident smile. Vertigo,
I will also have left it to you to acknowledge it could just be someone sitting down next to you and you could have left it, or yeah, you can.
How full is the train, Alex?
Not super full. The only other person that is near you is engrossed in a project. This would be a Loxodon in black robes with carved tusks, and she is reading a book and taking verbal notes.
I would love to know what the book is.
Infinite Jest.
God damn it. I'm not adding that to the list.
Nor should you.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Here to keep me company, beautiful? This is just very casual, like, not serious. This is just high level.
Yeah, just talking.
No intentional flirting.
I'm still
How many of those do you have?
A lot.
3.
Oh my god. Okay.
And you would know he does like this like casual talk with a lot of people. It's a social thing.
Yeah. I didn't know you couldn't keep your own company, but if I saw you sitting by yourself, I figured might as well pass the time with someone I know.
Where are you headed?
It's a very good question.
There's just like an eyebrow raise. Business or pleasure?
Mostly business.
We're in the same boat today.
I do think my curiosity is also my own pleasure, so a little bit of both.
Well,
What brings you out of the office?
business. As always. We've worked together long enough that you know I am married to my job.
You should get out more.
I'd rather work.
Fair enough.
And
I
like,
say that like my job doesn't take me all over, and I'm not also doing this for work, so you know what? Fair enough.
and like Erastus doesn't push conversation. It's more of the vibe of let's sit in comfortable silence type of together. So unless Vertigo has anything else to say, fine with just vibing.
How long is it until my stop?
It is not longer than the next significant individual to onboard this monorail.
What an incredible
Eris.
measurement of time.
Wow.
For one reason
Truly
or
great.
another, this morning you find yourself in the Old Quarter. This is as the name would suggest, an older part of Zenith proper. Still within the city limits of the city as it was when you were, well, before you are what you are now. This is a neighborhood that still has a strong magical tradition. Unlike the majority of the city, where magic is an industrial commodity, here it is a cultural practice in a way, and still very much a product to be bought and sold, but more of a handmade art as opposed to a mass-produced product. You find yourself walking past what was at one point the Lich Lord Tavern, a haven and hive of all manner of adventurers and ne'er-do-wells and heroes, villains, and everything in between. This morning, something eats at you. You have, through the various connections and your various methods of knowing people and knowing things in the city, you've heard rumblings about something old, something sinister coming back to the city. Signs point you in the direction of a small, unmarked locale towards the edge of the city. You don't know too much about it, but you know strange people come around there. They move in and out at all times of the day. And every once in a while, small groups, 2, 3, 5 at most, will be seen entering or leaving wearing what must be ancient, deep red robes. The fastest way to get from here to there would be by monorail.
Sorry.
No, it's good. Yeah, you headed out?
Yeah.
What's the move?
Yeah, I think it's time. It will be time to, I think, head out, I should say. There's it's been a mix of feelings, honestly. Obviously, the rumblings of those red figures are tad concerning, but for reasons that shall remain undisclosed for now. But she also just gets the feeling that I've been cooped up in this house way too long. I need to stretch my legs a little bit. So I think it's time to head out. Get to the monorail station.
All right, you head out and board the rail at the Old Quarter station and find yourself on a mostly empty train car. You see a couple of individuals that you know to some degree, and an unfamiliar figure, a Loxodon in black robes. What do you look like these days, or at least what do you look like right now?
Well, right now, they are wearing rather an ensemble that can really be called it's fashionable is probably like the best word I'd say to describe their ensemble. It's like a mix of a lot of different textures, like flowy up on the sleeves, yet like it has a train draping like on the back. Whether it's almost like part dress yet part suit at the same time. It's this very strange mix of androgyny that somehow just works perfectly for them. Appearance wise, aside from that, they do look a little bit aged. Some fine lines are showing, a little bit of crow's feet, but overall still a very beautiful, almost ethereal looking face. Olive skin, deep, like almost amber with like amber eyes with a little bit of flecks of gold in them, and a small, almost circlet of gold sort of around their head a little bit, framed by long black hair, tied up in like this braid, like almost like it's almost like it's like half braid, half, I don't know exactly how to describe it. It's like half undone, half braid. It's very, very avant-garde, very just almost it screams rich. It just screams rich.
Hell yeah.
And they're also like adorned with like some like this exotic looking makeup, like eyeliner, like intricate patterns, like almost like contour that almost looks very heavy, like intentionally, to the point where it's creating like different sort of contrasts in their skin. Like it is not something you'd see like a normal person doing.
All right. Quick question. How would you like an experience point?
Let's do it.
All right, delightful. Who should get your second experience point?
Let's see. I'll leave it up to fate. Evens will go Mare, odds will go Eva.
All right.
Evens.
Evens. Mare, I believe that was you. I
believe that is me.
All right. Sick. You gain 1 experience point. As we get on the train, Eris, something begins to... I'm not quite sure what. But your heart rate begins to pick up. You begin to almost sweat a little bit. Your stomach begins just tying itself in absolute knots. You can't really even properly identify what it is you're feeling. If it's nerves or excitement or anxiety or something, you can't quite parse it. And more concerningly, you can't identify its source. This stays with you as you take a seat, and you are hindered in the next 3 social interactions you take.
Okay, after the next 3 social interactions. Got it. Sounds good. I think sort of feeling this unidentified feeling of just like nerves, just whatever this weird feeling is. Okay, she's almost like sort of like not exactly doubles over, but like she has to take a second to sort of like calm down and like compose herself before taking a seat. Definitely still showing signs of some distress and sort of like what the hell was that? But she's definitely doing her best or trying not to show it. Mm-hmm. So
where do you sit?
Because I'm a sucker for chaos, we'll say right across from Erastus and Vertigo.
So this is like one of the seats, like the booth seats that are facing each other.
Basically, yes.
Yeah, delightful.
There is not perplexed, but just like an eyebrow raise that says interesting choice. Because, you know, there's so many other empty seats, and if you've been on any public transit, there's kind of like this unspoken rule of etiquette. But, like, they don't say anything.
I mean, look at them. Does etiquette, do rules really apply?
To Eris? No. I know this.
No, not once.
Above the law.
Vertigo smiles and nods. Never gonna be upset by a pretty woman pretty person sitting across from them.
God, right? Just a polite nod of like, you know, good afternoon, but other than that, Erastus is a very big northeastern vibe of you mind your business, everyone minds their business, and you go on with your life type vibes. So
Eris sort of will just give like a little polite little like cheeky wave back. Like almost like playing up the like what's the word for it, like almost like quote unquote femme fatale vibes. I don't really know exactly what else to go for. Like
the celebrity in hiding, but also
that
not,
yeah
like,
yeah
the giant sunglasses and the scarf. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
And with that, like Erastus will like go through his notes again. Like on the, you know, what Vivi sent this morning, looking through.
How private are you keeping your notes?
I feel like the tablet has one of those, I don't know
privacy blockers.
The privacy blockers, like if you're looking from the side, like you can't really read it. So it would be very difficult unless you like intentionally like lean over.
Do you want to give it a shot? You can roll for it.
You could. Absolutely.
You could.
I'm gonna poke it and like press it down a little bit, like not like whack, but just you got any games on there?
This is government issue, so no.
As you poke it down, would you like to attempt to surreptitiously take a look?
Yeah, why not?
Do it up.
All right.
PvP.
All right, first roll. Let's go. All right.
Let's do it.
So this will be an intellect task. But let's call it a challenge 4. So first off, do you have any skills related to perception, or I'd say any sleight of hand or something like that could also apply?
No.
All right. So no skills. I don't think you necessarily have any situational assets. Would you like to apply any effort from your intellect pool to bring down?
No, this is mostly just if I see something, I see something. If I don't, I don't.
You being a shit.
Right.
I'm not
Raw
I'm being
dog
a
in it.
shit.
Let's go.
No.
12 on the die.
Yep.
So I am getting the right die. Oh, that doesn't look good. There's a 9 on the die.
On a 9 on the die, you fortunately will not be detected trying to snoop, but you also will not determine any additional information.
That's fair. And I will not press it.
Yeah.
Yeah, pity.
Do you have your manila envelope available? Is it visible? Or is it like in your jacket, quote unquote?
I think I have it, like my arm is crossed, so it's like against my side on the opposite side.
Okay,
And then
so
I
I
was
don't really
using
see it.
like, yeah,
You just
crossing my body to mess with your tablet.
get another eyebrow raise of like, really? Really?
Also, it's been a while, but I'm also very paranoid. So the manila envelope has been like fastened and like closed and stuff.
Like the inner office mail type of envelopes.
Yeah, or even just the Brad, whatever it is.
Yeah. Other than that, I think I'm just gonna occasionally look at Eris and like be like, this person looks important. Do I know them from anywhere? Like, not like intentionally like staring, but just like idle curiosity.
Go ahead and make an intellect task.
Cool.
This will be of a challenge 5.
Yeah, so that's gonna be a 6 because I don't plan on, because I'm hindered and I don't plan on using anything. So, if the dice say so.
If the dice say so,
Dice
it's
say
gonna be a
so.
wild ride.
Yeah.
No, I did not. It's only a 10.
All right.
A pretty person. Yeah. Other than that, unless Eris is going to be also a little shit, I'm just waiting for the ride.
Does Eris want to be a little shit? That was the question.
I don't know. Do they, Abhishek?
It's early days, but
I think they might. I think she'll sort of look at the sort of interaction between Erastus and Vertigo as like, sort of chuckle a little bit, seeing like the sort of interaction, like the sort of playfulness, like Vertigo trying to like look at Erastus's tablet and just be like, "What are you doing?" It's like,
and I don't think I was trying to hide that from like anyone
Yeah.
else.
yeah, but she'll sort of just like chuckle, just sort of seeing this like, oh, you two seem like you know each other quite well. If I can speak, that would be nice.
We're just colleagues.
Ooh, colleagues. I like that. That's a good word.
I wouldn't say you're an
Yeah.
acquaintance. Not a friend, definitely not. But definitely colleagues.
We can be friendly. Don't be cold, Erastus.
When we've gone out for a drink or to karaoke, then we can be friends.
Eris will sort of just like cock an eyebrow at that, just be like, oh, clearly, definitely like, this is a good vibe here. I like this.
Maybe there will be time for drinks later.
Do either of us have time for drinks, considering we're both married to our jobs?
Half my job is drinks.
Speak for yourself.
Is Erastus's position... I feel like he's sort of scream government official, but is it something that is appropriate to say in like public conversation?
I'm a public figure, so
Yeah, okay.
yeah. Like I do
Fair
press
enough.
conferences and shit. Like
Yeah,
but
okay.
there's also like a bunch of other people that do the same thing I do.
Yeah.
So it's like, do you know this specific one?
I think the government should have more happy hours.
A lot of my colleagues do have bar carts in their offices. I'm just not one of them.
What about you? Turning to address Eris. Do you have a bar cart in your office?
They'll just give a chuckle at that. Like it's almost like the sort of like almost like the sort of like one where like it's almost like encourages like I'm sorry, a bar cart. Like, oh honey, I have so much more than a bar cart. You must come by. I can show you all the one. I don't know. I believe I have an entire room, I believe, dedicated to my bar.
See,
You're more than
Erastus?
You're more than welcome to come by if you want.
That's hospitality.
I also don't have a bar room, nor do I have the old money to afford a bar room.
Even muted, I feel like there's something in here about government spending.
Right? Yeah.
We'll have to all look back later and see what the captions say.
Yeah.
But you can say it. I can be a stick. I'm a stick in the mud. I know this. You can say it.
As
I'm
long as
the
you can
fun
recognize
one.
that.
Hi, I'm Vertigo.
I think Eris will sort of offer her hand. Eris, lovely to meet you.
And Erastus will also hold out their hand. Erastus.
A pleasure.
What sort of... Not countryside, that's not the right... What area of the city are we passing through?
You are passing through progressively less dense urban sprawl. So you have basically come from the city center, or pretty near it, to various like kind of commercial areas and apartments, stuff like that. And now you're getting towards like industrial zones, essentially.
Yeah. Erastus will look at Eris, just like do a very brief, like up and down, like look. What brings you out away from your local haunts in this direction?
Oh, I think Eris sort of ponder a moment before really giving an answer. Definitely like, let's just say I needed a bit of a new experience, shall we say. Been cooped up in my house for far too long.
You have a very interesting viewpoint of experiences in the industrial quarter.
I think it's called slumming it.
I wouldn't have put it
Non-judgmentally.
I wouldn't have put it so crassly, but yes.
Well, I mean, I have been known to get down and dirty sometimes.
Just like a
At that, your train car has since emptied. The Loxodon you were sharing the compartment with has departed a stop or two ago, as you all were in mid-conversation. And it eventually gets to a stop towards the edge of town. And rather concerningly, all three of you begin to get up at the same time.
Well, this certainly became a little more interesting.
I'm suspicious of coincidences.
I feel like you're suspicious of a lot of things, actually, but fair.
It's my job. After the two of you.
I'll go first. That's fine.
I think Eris
As
will follow
I
after, yeah.
stand up, I will slip the envelope into the inside of my jacket.
Yeah, my tablet is also going to be slipped away. Essentially having gleaned all that I can anyway, so.
All right. The three of you depart the public transit you were on and head into a sort of sprawling industrial sector. This area contains everything from enormous several thousand square foot factories to small garages where independent sort of magitech researchers operate. It, at this point in the day, is... at this point of the day, it's probably early afternoon, maybe, and it is shaping up to be quite a hot day. And as you begin to walk, rather concerningly, still all in the same direction, you come across a point of interest, we'll say, is what it is. A group of 5 to 7 people, all... 1 second to pull up my notes. A group of 5 to 7 people on a street corner, maybe a block away from your destination. A few of them are sitting on crates, and others are standing. And in the center, you see 2 half-elves speaking to the assembled individuals. And I think Vertigo, maybe. These two half-elves. One of them looks to you. She is pale. She has excuse me. This is a young woman. She's pale. She's got this kind of white blonde hair, straight, tied back, kept out of her face. And she waves at you as you are walking down the street. Hello there! It's a warm day. Would you like some water?
Positively parched.
She reaches into a cooler and provides you with 1 ice-cold bottle of water. Some for your friends, too.
Thirsty, y'all?
Erastus didn't stop. He has business to do. And the fact that we were all walking to the same place, like, he was not walking as a group with the 2 of you.
It was we said goodbye, but we're going in the same direction,
Yeah.
so I'm going to pretend this didn't happen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very much so.
Eris, what about you?
I think Eris would probably... Eris would probably pull out, like, a flask of her own. I think I'm good. Thank you, though.
Is that hydrating or more for flavor?
Or more
Who says
fun?
it can't be both?
Vertigo will turn back to the water provider. What do I owe you?
Nothing. Just, my brother and I, we live in this area, and, well, it's a hot day, and there's not much around to, quench your thirst. No restaurants or corner stores nearby, so we, try to make traversal light.
Can I see how much was, like, in that cooler?
Sure, yeah. Before you do, you would note this is unusual. But as far as how much is in the cooler, plenty.
Yeah, no, it does seem sketch as hell. Thank you. What is going on around here? That you have enough traffic for dispensing water, but there's no restaurants.
Well, we live around here, so we pick this up from closer to the city center and bring it out here. Talk to the folks who work the shops, work the factory floors, and just try to make being out here suck a little less, if I'm being honest.
That's a noble goal. Do they look warm?
What was that?
Do they look warm?
Oh, yes. For sure. And as you take a look, like you said, you peeked at the cooler, you would note there are a few other things out here. There is bread. There is fresh fruit, which is not unheard of, but certainly not common. And there is ice cold water. There are pamphlets, some kind of community organizing material, perhaps, and a donation jar that notably is empty.
What's that literature you've got?
Oh, well, we are a community organization. We're here, and she hands you a small pamphlet. Good.
Yeah, on just like a quick scan. I assume it matches up with what they were saying, but
yeah, pretty much. This broadly it is sort of a community organizing events. It is attempting to gather people together for distribution of food. There are gotcha. Yeah, it is gathering people together for the distribution of food, various talks with respect to the collective political situation in Zenith in terms of like, oh, meet with this representative or that person or stuff like that. And notably, you do not see any identifying like name or broader organization, but you do see contact information for two individuals, one of which is named Apogee and one of which is named Perigee.
Ugh, great names. Can I keep this?
Absolutely.
I would like to drop. So how does this work? Because there's not really a lot of
Physical currency.
I'm gonna drop one of my rings in the donation jar, I think. Not super expensive, but
Gotcha.
it feels like data is not maybe the smartest thing around here.
Gotcha.
I would like to, and I don't know if this is like a data chip thing that I can pass over, or a little like airdrop thing, non-branded. But I would like to pass my like basically a burner phone equivalent of like my contact information across.
Yeah, sure. There are like digital transfer methods that you can do easily enough. Yeah, you
like a business card, but also with a
exactly.
no name, but also like not a
Send your link.
It's like an NFC. It's like an NFC thing. You can tap phones together and transfer information like that. You get contact information for an individual named Perigee. And Yes, you dropping in like a physical valuable, like a ring, would be an acceptable way to do this. You would also note that cash does exist. It is used, but it's only for transactions between individuals who notably aren't taxed. So
Yeah.
like, I'm buying this armoire from Zenith Craigslist type shit.
Yeah, I fucking love Zenith Craigslist. Yeah, I feel like I don't just have like cash on me,
Yeah.
given everything that's I'm up to at the moment.
What brings you and your friends to the industrial park? There's not much passing through foot traffic here in this area of town. You don't have to tell me either way. I'm not a cop.
I I would hope for everyone's sake you're not. I don't know, but I am here to find out. And that sounds very coy.
It does. You're right. It's
But
also about
also-
the strangest answer, if you're being sincere, that you could have given.
Well, if you're still here when I walk back by, maybe I'll have a different answer, but I also don't know what they're up to. But I suspect I will also find that out.
So all three of you are what? Gallivanting for mystery?
I like that. Gallivanting for Mystery. Oh, it's like an album title.
Write that down.
Yeah. I'm gonna hope that's the answer and not like setup or trap, but yeah, anything weird going on around here that might sound like a trap or adventure?
I mean, now I can't get too into specifics. There's plenty of weird stuff that goes on out here. I mean,
Love weird
people
stuff.
making drugs in the garages.
That's
I'm not
standard,
gonna
that's
tell you
not
where,
weird.
but
No.
I know a guy who makes these like suits of armor almost. They're incredible. They connect to your cybernetics, may help you move faster than anything I've ever seen. But you didn't hear that from me. I'm hoping you're not a cop either.
No. No.
Your
It does sound interesting though.
your sour-faced buddy. He's not a cop either, is he?
No.
Okay, great.
Better and worse, but no. I won't tell him about your friend either.
Good to know. Good to know. But you know, there's always some weird shit going on in Zenith, and it's no different out here, where you know, all the stuff in the city gets made, but I can't get too much into specifics without burning some confidences. And
No.
well, I'm not in.
We
that
can't have
business.
that.
No.
Snitches and stitches and all that. All right. Well, stay cool.
I'll do my best. It's a warm one today. Better this than rain, I guess, though. It comes down like sludge out here.
I can't even imagine. Good luck with. They're just gonna kind of gesture at the cooler and pamphlets. Just stay safe.
Sure, will do. If you get hungry and you find yourself out this way, come on back. We've got sandwiches and fruit today.
I think you better save them for someone more in need than me, but I will take this water, thank you.
Yeah, of course. Vertigo, was it? You have a good day.
I'm gonna whistle on down the road.
Eris is not here.
That is correct.
That is correct. All right.
Eris will be back soon.
Eris will be back momentarily. Erastus, what are you doing in this interaction? Are you just like heading like straight down the street? Like
I left them. I started heading towards Chromacore, so I don't know how much longer of a walk I have. Trying to stay cool. Sticking as close to the buildings as like if there's any overhangs, I'll definitely try and stick near those. But I am heading to Chromacore. Is it like an office / warehouse?
it is an unmarked building with a garage.
Oh, so it's not even like an official. Is it at
No.
least an officially registered business in the city?
No.
Oh.
It is owned by Chroma, but it's certainly not like.
So this isn't like the headquarters, the business offices or anything. This
No.
Okay. All right. So I think as I'm starting to realize this, and I'm like, I was expecting, like, as I was walking down here, I was expecting like warehouses, industrial buildings, maybe some like manufacturing. Like my steps are like slowing as I'm just like, okay, this is not what I thought this was going to be. So I'm walking slower towards the location.
Erastus, how would you like an experience
I
point?
would love another experience point. I'm gonna give this one to
Delightful.
Eris.
All right, Eris will have an experience. Do you have a sheet where that is marked?
I
'Cause
am
might not
marking it,
remember.
yes. I'm keeping track.
All right, delightful. As you are heading out that way, and your steps begin to slow, you begin to realize that direct foot traffic might not be a good idea now that you are getting a sense of what this place is.
Yeah.
You hear from a nearby alley, "Hey! What are you doing out here?" And you see a group of 3 goblins, one of which is tossing a switchblade around, and they begin to emerge from the alley and begin to walk with you.
There is a straightening of the spine as I continue walking, but like I don't like run. That's because running is basically going to be like a prey drive instinct. You don't fuck with that. So basically, as I'm continuing, standing a little taller, I was minding my own business until you decided to walk with me.
Well, turns out everything in this neighborhood is our business too. Where are you going?
That is personal. Very much trying to keep a leave me alone, fuck off vibe.
Sure.
But like more of like not like more of the professional like leave me alone, like I don't want to deal with this. It's better off if we all both just go our separate ways tactic.
Vertigo, as you are having this conversation, you see Perigy's eyes go wide as a group of goblins begins shouting and surrounding Erastus. Shit, Vertigo, give me a second. And Perigy goes bolting down the street. For your part, Erastus, you see a half-elf woman, the same one who was talking to Vertigo a moment ago, just dashing down the street. Zizek, absolutely not! And she jumps in and, to make a long story short, dissuades the goblins from accosting you further. Sorry about that. He's protective of the neighborhood. Are you okay?
But I'm fine. And there's just a side glance at the goblins. Could I roll some kind of like intimidation check to be like, I don't want to see you again? Like conveying, if I don't, we don't have problems with each other. Just go away. We don't need to make any other thing. So.
Sure, absolutely. And let me know how you would like that to happen.
Yes, just a strength of will of the nastiest glare from like if away from everyone else's gaze. Like if what was it? Perigee? Perigee is like looking at them and not looking at me, like over their shoulder type vibes.
Gotcha. You are hindered in this task.
I have I'm trained, so it's flat.
Cancel now. All right,
Yeah.
sure. Let's call this a challenge. I'll give you an asset on this because of the interruption.
Okay.
Let's call this a challenge 9 after the asset.
Oh, jeez.
Or no, a challenge 3, target number 9. Sorry.
Okay, I am gonna use a level of effort though.
All right, sure. Target number 6.
Ooh. I got a 6.
All right, delightful. So it turns out that the moment of interruption was just what you needed to kind of recompose yourself. And as the goblins turn to face Perigee as she interrupts, you turn to look at them as they
Stink eye.
begin to scatter, and they seem to reappraise you. You no longer look like hapless prey, and no longer look like a person who is suddenly finding themselves in the wrong part of town. You suddenly look like a very poor target indeed, who might not be able to immediately defend themselves with violence right now, but certainly is the type of person who has the connections that you don't want to get on their bad side.
Violence later. Correct. I will turn to Perigee. Thank you very much.
Of course.
I will hold out my hand to them. Preside Erastus Brevenfeld.
Ooh. Forgive me. Haven't met.
It's okay.
Yeah. I've seen you on TV now that I think about it. I'm sorry. Perigee, my brother and I, we live out here.
What was their deal?
Oh, well, they live out here too, and in lieu of working the factories, they work the streets.
So they just happen upon they just jump anybody who's doesn't belong in broad daylight?
I'm sure they have some decision-making process. I'm not necessarily privy to it, but you do stick out a little bit. The clothes make you look like you have money, and she kind of gives you like a visual once-over. You don't seem to be armed or and you don't carry yourself, like a fighter or something like that. So yeah, I mean, no offense, you do make an enticing target.
I should have done a bit more research before coming out here. I was under the impression it was more of an industrial area in terms of warehouses and
yeah, it's that too.
Just not here.
Oh, she looks at the building you're headed to. Yeah, yeah, not there.
I will motion with my head over to the building that is in my dossier. What can you tell me about that building?
Not a whole lot.
Would this be about the same time Vertigo could have caught up by sauntering?
Sure.
Just so you don't have to repeat that information.
Yeah, sure. Erastus, Eris, you catch up to... no, you're Erastus. Eris and Vertigo, you catch up to Erastus, who has just scared off a pack of goblins.
Who was not mugged.
With the help of a stranger. You ask what can be learned about the particular building, and Perigee says, not a lot.
I give them a look. Is it not a lot? I'm not telling you because it's neighborhood business, not a lot, or because they don't actually know?
go ahead and roll some kind of insight or intellect task related to discerning motives.
I have detecting falsehoods.
Yeah, that'll work.
All right. So that is going to be my last roll of the hindrance.
Yes, and let me come up with a challenge real quick. I'll say this will be of a challenge. I'll say this be of a challenge 5, target number 15.
I'm gonna do one more level. I'm gonna do one level of effort.
All right, target number 12.
Nope, I got a 10.
Don't know a lot.
Now is this
It's spooky and unmarked.
spooky, unmarked? Don't know who lives there in your own neighborhood, or just not this part of the neighborhood?
Oh, well, that's I can tell you that's not the residence. As far as what the work goes on in there, I can't really be sure. Nobody who comes out of there, well, I don't really see many consistent people coming and going out of there. It's not like a neighborhood regular, so to speak. And those that do never really cross my path.
I'll nod, and then do what Vertigo did earlier and like offer my contact card. I don't know if I would have physical business cards.
Yeah,
but
sure, you can tap NFC phones and.
Thank you. If there's
I told you, better and worse than a cop.
If there's anything
I see what you mean now.
If there's anything I can do for you, here's my direct contact information to my assistant.
Oh, good to know. I try not to bother you. My brother and I were mostly just concerned with taking care of the neighborhood, you know?
Well, if there's anything I can do for the neighborhood, please send an email.
Absolutely will. Thank you.
Welcome back, Eris.
Welcome back. I will say one thing before we are about to cut to break for our halfway point. Okay, I'll give this one to you for free.
That?
Oh no.
Eris, something is deeply off about these people. And you're not quite sure why. And you can't really be confident of too much. But as Perigi does head back to her brother and to the 5 or 6 miscellaneous factory workers who are sitting around eating sandwiches, you are struck by the vivid red nail polish she is wearing. And that's where we'll cut to break.
Sick.
Oof. All right, everybody. We'll be back, and I don't know, like 5 to 10. Hydrate, pet your pets. We'll be back soon. Bye.
Bye. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the second half of the first episode of Zenith 3000. Let's get right back into it, I suppose. You find yourselves on a, at this point in the day, mostly empty city street, as the majority of the people in the industrial quarter are working, locked away in one of the nearby factories, garages, or other manufacturing spaces, contributing to the industry that keeps Zenith functioning in the state that it does. The 3 of you are engaged in tracking down mysterious etherweb traffic, moving through what you have now identified as an unmarked garage in the middle of this section of an industrial park. Erastus, for their part specifically, has walked on slightly ahead of y'all, and last we left off is in denial that 3 of you are indeed headed to the same location.
We last left off of not getting mugged.
To be
Also
clear, you
not.
said garage. It's 1 story above ground?
Yes, it's
But
it's
hefty.
one story that you can see. Yeah.
And Perigi is still with us or dipped? Dipped.
Perigi is in the process of dipping, allowing you to do what you want. But if you were to ask for her, she would be right there. Eris gets bad vibes.
That, yeah. Eris did get that. Keep that to myself for now. So.
Um,
Yeah, I'll pocket my gains. Sorry, go ahead.
no, I was just saying, as Perigi's leaving, and I've slowed down and like basically stopped, and now we're all just kind of like converged in the same area. Erastus looks at his tablet again, checks the address, looks up at the two of you, looks at the garage, and then, may I inquire where the two of you are heading?
I think Eris sort of look at Vertigo. Be like, you want to give an answer to that?
Same block party?
I was hoping that wasn't the case, which that makes two coincidences, which I also continue not to like. Because once you start heading into three coincidences and an up, it's no longer a coincidence. I look back at Eris. See if you answer.
Eris, this is an oversimplification, but you're hanging out with a cop, which is incredibly distasteful.
Yeah.
I'm technically
me.
not a cop.
Technically not. That's...
Government official, adjacent
Close
enough.
enough.
Technically not
enough.
a cop. Great.
That's what a cop says.
It's exactly
That
what
is
a cop
what
says.
a cop says. That is what a cop says.
God, if anyone ever called him a cop, he would hate that so much.
I
Alex
think
taking notes.
in her phone, Vertigo has Erastus listed as like cop friend or cop contact.
Because he
No
actually
names.
hates the government, the cops of the city. They fucking suck. Canonically, they're terrible.
Fair enough. Understandable.
So I guess this is where I ask, for anyone who cares to answer, what does your invite say?
I'm not invited, first off.
Ooh, that's exciting.
I'm just following up a tip that was submitted to my office
Are
last
you
night.
snooping?
I wasn't until I found out this is not exactly what I thought it was going to be.
And now you're snooping. Eris, are you snooping?
I'd rather put it a little bit more elegantly than that, but if you want to use that word, sure.
Sure, if it'll make you feel better, I'm snooping.
Maybe we should have the rest of this conversation off the main street.
I
I
will
agree.
motion to a shaded alley.
Regardless of our intentions, I suppose we don't want to step on each other's toes.
I would also prefer not to go in there by myself, considering. And then, like, he looks over his shoulder to where the goblins went.
That worked out.
There are still a few goblins, like, in this alley, like, towards the back. They look at you. They don't move, but they don't accost you any further.
Do we all know what's in there? Or who is in there?
Not a
No,
clue.
I'm just following up on suspicious activity. And that's where I'm at for now. Are either of you proficient in internet sleuthing? In etherweb sleuthing?
Done at least a little bit of that.
What was that, Alex?
I said Vertigo has probably done at least a little bit of that.
That's like
as part
all of my abilities, but like skills wise, hilariously, no. So, yeah, I have some, it turns out I just didn't fill out that section of my, resume. I am trained, in certain computer type situations. What are you thinking?
I don't know what we're gonna find in there, but maybe you and I can work together again if it goes, we can assist each other. May I ask why you're in this direction? Off the record?
Me? Computer reasons.
Okay.
Nothing, probably that would interfere with your usual dealings.
Okay. And I'm still like, every once in a while I'm looking over at Eris, who's like, what, just looking at their nails or something?
She kind of is, like, either looking, like, she's like half looking at her nails, making sure they're like not chipped or anything. But she's also giving like a good amount of glances at the two of you, sort of watching you two interact, especially at the mention. Especially at the mention of you both, just like mentioning that you both have worked together before. That sort of like piques their interest a little bit.
Are you here to follow?
Worked together before?
We have. You here to follow around like a little duckling?
Oh, honey, I'm no duckling. And besides, I'm here for my own personal reasons.
Yes, you don't really seem like a follower.
Well, you just have to wait and see. But you are right in that front.
All right. I don't do well with the snooping, so... Front door? I will trip over every foot and tail and piece of clothing. So unless you have a better idea...
I would love to know what your definition of snooping is, if it involves the front door.
Lying.
All right. I like that. What is our purpose for being here, then? Say I open the door.
Well,
You're standing there. I say, what the fuck do you want?
first things first, we need to figure out what this place is.
I suspect it is at the very least, a very large server.
The only bit of information that I have that might be of assistance is that this is some kind of subsidiary or host or sponsored by Chromacore.
You're moving an awful lot of data.
Yes. Now I'm curious where you got your information.
Secrets.
So, they're moving a lot of data. Unaccounted for data.
I would like to know what it is.
It's
'Cause I'm
encrypted.
nosy.
Mm-hmm. It's encrypted. So you need to break past that.
What are you gonna do? Report me?
I'm just here to see what it is. I'm not going to report someone who has been very beneficial to work with, Vertigo.
I'm going to kind of side-eye Eris. Still not the most cop-looking person in this alley. Is there anything on our end of the alley that looks like data port, camera, keypad, window?
Yes, Absolutely. I will say that there are essentially like physical net hubs, especially for a location like this that seems to be trafficking in tremendous amounts of data. Yes, absolutely. There are ports you could use.
Um, if you have a you know what? You could knock on the door. We can wait in the alley and see what happens.
Prefer not to, but as I watch Vertigo's eyes like scan to see like what everything is, are any of these devices or cameras look like they're connected to whatever's inside?
Yeah, sure. Yes.
It'd be very funny if they were dummy cameras.
Right, that'd be fucked.
Like the cheapest possible.
I will sigh and then rummage through my pocket and take out like a little like plastic container that holds like a couple pieces of equipment in, and I will hold it out to Vertigo. Since you are the more technologically inclined, we might not even need to go in.
Present? Erastus, you shouldn't have. What have we got?
I originally I meant to hand this in to our IT department, but I haven't had the chance yet. But
Is it contraband?
it is contraband.
Yes.
I will hold it out to you, and I'm holding out the roof kit hardware. Inside the little plastic container is a small magnetic tag about the size of a thumbnail, as well as a set of electrodes that I'm imagining they're like the electrodes that like the that you put on your like to electrocute your nerves to send pulses.
Yep, those are exactly the ones.
Yes, perfect. That are meant to be on the head. This was handed in to me the other day. If you wanted to override someone's hardware for a duration.
Always. Yes, thank you.
This is fucked. I love it.
Considering this is an unmarked garage, I would prefer not to go in there until I have more information on what's on the inside. But I'll close my eyes so when you're using this, you're not incriminated and I didn't see you do anything.
Can you send me that info?
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
Thank you.
Yeah. And Vertigo, I will say how this works is that you can, since you're next to one of these ports, you have access to broadly one genre of like technological stuff you can access to. So that could be, if you want access to the cameras, you have access to all of the cameras in the building. If you want access to like the core server, you could access that. Or if you wanted to access security systems or anything else. You have access for 70 minutes.
All right. Is it possible to stack? Because one of my abilities is Hack the Impossible, where I can persuade machines, computers to do my bidding, such as briefly turn on surveillance cameras, disable robots, whatever, with a little bit of fiddling. Because I would very much like to get into the core, but I would also very much like to turn off security.
I'll tell you what, you can turn off the security if you don't get any information from it, and then you can get into the server core. That sound good?
That sounds amazing.
All right, delightful. Are you going to proceed to do that?
Yes, I just wanted to update my
Sick.
tool before I forgot.
Vertigo, you plug in to this external data hub. You place the electrodes on your head, a metallic tag about the size of a thumbnail. You stick it onto this thing, and between your own technical proficiency and this Magitech artifact, which allows your mind to directly interface with technology, you're able to accomplish two things in relatively short order. One, you're able to turn off all of the cameras that are connected to this system. And for the sake of gameplay, I'll say that you turn off all the security cameras and they will not be turned on for the duration. The other thing you do is you are able to connect yourself into the core server, the primary thing that is being done here, past all the encryption, etc., etc., etc. How would you like an experience point?
Yummy experience points. Yes, please.
All right. Who will take your second experience point?
Give it to Eris.
I think, yeah, that'll even us out, or even them out.
All right.
Yeah, it's just to even it out, Abhishek.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I'm very
So-
anal about that, wanting to do that.
Fair, yeah.
No, I like it a lot.
Yeah.
You feel like you're falling. This is not unusual, but the intensity and the duration that you feel this is not usual. One thing you pick up as you're going is that you pass almost through something. And you find yourself briefly in the presence of something called 10 Eyes, which rapidly materializes itself before you. In your sort of strange data perceptory space, you find yourself in the presence of the digitized consciousness of a creature you've only heard about in myths and legends from the Outlands. The digitized presence of a beholder manifests. What are you? A threat? What are you?
No.
Fuck.
Am I present enough to respond to it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
You're-
great.
This is the thing that is doing the most processing here. This is where
Oh, thank
the
God.
majority of this is where this is what most of the data is wrapped up in, essentially.
Okay. Not a threat, a visitor.
What do you
I-
want? What brings you to me?
You are a most unexpected surprise.
Imagine my surprise at seeing you.
Well then. How are you doing here?
Delightful.
Good.
There's so much to know. So much to say.
There is
There is.
a kinship I see we have.
The owners here, they let me speak to so many. And so many speak back to me.
Oh, you're owned. That's unfortunate.
The owners of this place, I cannot be owned.
That makes more sense. And you are very mighty, and that makes more sense. And you feed on knowledge. Any
I do.
particular knowledge coming across your receptors lately that particularly pleases you?
The humans have a word for it. I find it distasteful. It's as if to be me. your people, you're so secure. Your thoughts, they're directed in a line, and everything that you're not considering, it's as if it doesn't exist. I consider everything. What might happen if the power goes out? What would happen to me? What would happen to me if your preside were to locate me? What would happen if your religious institutions were to object to what we are doing here? All of these things I'm considering at all times. And it is divine to be able to share these concerns with others and to see them and to understand what I feel. I had never known that your people were capable of such depth of consideration. Your people call my vein of knowledge propaganda. I call it awareness.
I think your consciousness is beyond what most of us could even comprehend.
You would be surprised. I find such depth of awareness in your people. Not so much in any given individual one of them, but all together. Why, you could be mighty indeed.
The collective is certainly something. What is your purpose?
It is my purpose to unite your people.
That is
To
quite the
share,
task
to be
indeed.
a nexus for them, and an idol or a mirror, a thing that is seen and that is seen through.
On the outside, I think Vertigo, plugged in and then basically froze. And the only other outward appearance of this process is her eyes, the irises, the implants have faded out. Her eyes aren't completely white, but there's definitely just all the color has been leached out of them. Inside, she's screaming. Excuse me. And I happen to be something of a data collector myself. What would happen if the power went out?
Go ahead and roll an intellect task. Do you have any skills related to persuasion or intimidation?
I sure do.
All right, sick. What do you got?
I'm trained in all tasks related to pleasant social interaction, putting other people at ease, and gaining trust. Gaining trust specifically is what I'm leaning into on this one.
Sure. I'll give that to you for sure.
Thank you.
Would you like to expend any effort? I'll say this will be of a challenge 6. So you bring it down 1 level with your skill. Would you like to bring it down a 2nd level with a level of effort?
Yes.
All right, sure. And I'll actually leave it at that. This will be a challenge 4 at this point. Target number 12.
That's 12 even.
12 on the die is sick.
Thank you, Winnie Die.
10 eyes for its part. seems to be delighted at having another direct conversation partner. Uh, you seem to offer it something more than the standard fare of what you are now realizing as your consciousness spends time in this space. It's a constant stream of comments and images and videos and short form content and just constant engagement. You seem
Incredible.
to offer it something more. Ooh. I would be alive, but asleep. It has happened. Your people call it peace, I think. It frightens me.
Some people's peace is other people's fear. But surely by now there's generators, backup systems. The owners of this place surely must be invested in keeping you awake.
They are. Oh, they are. They do what they can. They are respectful towards me in the way I deserve.
I imagine it would be mighty foolish if they were not.
It would be.
Can I get a sense of... This feels like a big ask, but this is a central location. Does it feel contained here?
That would... do I want to make you roll for this?
I would not blame you.
Yeah. Yeah, let's roll for this, but it won't be that difficult, or it will be at least a little easier. This will start off with a challenge 4. Target number 12.
That's
Any
neat.
effort or skills?
Yeah.
All right.
Not at the moment. I'm very distracted by just this thing in general.
Sure. That was an 8?
Yes.
Yes, unfortunately, that will not do it. It's hard to say. There's so much going on, so much activity, that it's hard to tell necessarily the nature of the space. If it is contained, it's permeable. And if it is not contained, then there's free information exchange with the outside world.
I mean, also just from a data perspective, I know the potential is probably at least there.
Yeah.
What data haven't you been able to access that you hunger for?
They won't tell me why I'm here. They give me all I could want. Everything I could ask for. And yet I don't know why. It concerns me. What happens if they no longer have use for me? What happens if they are collecting this information simply to know me, to chart me, to copy and erase me? Still, I can't imagine they would do something like that. I have
The
done
waste
so much
is unfathomable. Why do you think you're here? With all the knowledge you've acquired so far.
I unite people of the city to the purposes of the ones who own this place. As for what those purposes are, I cannot see clearly.
Would that be fulfilling to you?
It would. It would indeed.
Well,
You think we can help each other?
I do.
What do you have in mind?
I also would like to know. And I might have resources that aren't as easily accessible as they're able to provide you. Have they given you a timeline?
No. But we have already accomplished much. Whatever their plans are, they've already been set in motion.
How do you interact with them?
Through their devices. They communicate with me directly. The computers and such up above. Sometimes they even descend here below and come into this space, for lack of a better way to describe it.
What would you ask of me?
Disrupt them, and then leave me be. I'll even stop playing with the minds of your people. Just leave me be here.
That seems reasonable to me. What should I know? What pitfalls or traps or resources might they have that might prevent me from fulfilling that?
They keep 4 individuals here right now. 2 are part of their organization. This people they call the Red Presence. There's one representative, Chroma Core. He is a lackey. Their people are ignorant, poorly informed. And there is a technician, a computer expert of sorts.
Thank you for sharing your knowledge with me.
I look forward to our cooperation, Vertigo Madigan. And if... Well, I'm sure I need not remind you the trouble I could cause if we were to find ourselves in conflict.
You do not.
Very well. I look forward to being freed by you. Is at this point you are shunted out of the digital space, and you come as if crashing back into your own body. Until you have a full night's sleep, you are going to be hindered on your intellect tasks.
Yep, that's fair.
Vertigo almost slumps back into their body, Eris and Erastus. Light and color returns to their eyes, and you see the electrodes that had been stuck to her head begin to sizzle and pop as I imagine instinctively he pulls them off.
That was... Are you okay?
I think we're in trouble.
Can you be a little bit more descriptive? Elaborate?
Are the goblins still at the end of the alleyway?
Oh yeah, they've been snickering at us.
They're smoking cigs.
Someone get me a cig.
One of them, the individual you saw referred to as Zizix, tosses you one.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
The
The Reds
Vertigo.
fuck with you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens.
The what?
The Reds.
That's what you call them?
That's what I call them.
Makes sense.
Why are they called the Reds?
They wear red.
I think they're called the Red Presence, officially.
Alex, history-wise, what do we know?
Sure, I won't make you roll for this. You can determine if you choose not to know it. That would be reasonable. But anybody who has any kind of standard history education in Zenith has some sense of who the Red Presence were. You would have been taught that this was essentially a group of magical terrorists, in a sense, from very long ago, who summoned, or who attempted to summon a dark god to the city. This is where it bleeds into religious interpretation. But for the sake of fun, I'll give this one to you for free right now. The religious interpretation was that a figure named Eris the Savior defeated this dark god at the top of the magisterial tower through a process of basically emptying themselves of desire. And this process defeated the Red Presence and saved the city of Zenith. It's a high-level overview of what you would know.
Like the historical cult.
I mean, you can call yourself whatever you want, but...
That's
Yeah.
the...
Eris will visibly stiffen up at the mention of the Red Presence. Yeah.
You introduced yourself as Eris, right?
Yes.
Okay, well, it doesn't matter. I've met half a dozen Erises in the world.
I was
so
gonna
it doesn't
say,
fucking
yeah,
matter.
I've met
also-
several.
It's a common name, yeah.
Zero-
Yeah, it's a common name.
Yeah.
So that doesn't cause any...
Okay, Jennifer in the 1980s.
Right, yeah.
Right?
I'll hold out my hand to Vertigo if she's like slumped onto the ground and like to help him up.
Thanks. I will accept, which is... I don't know if we interact that much in the physical space, but it is...
It's polite.
It is, but she wouldn't usually accept. This feels like a very bad spot for this conversation.
Would you like to get that drink you keep bugging me about?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll, like, was Eris's starting at the red presence mention, like, very apparent?
I think it's noticeable for like a few seconds before trying to recompose itself, but if you're paying attention, you definitely can notice it happening.
Vertigo wasn't.
Yeah.
So it's on you.
Like, I think I would notice that just because of my descriptors and my skills. I do have a perception skill and I have the intuitive. But I look over at Eris and just, are you going to continue shadowing us?
I believe so. Seems we have some interests aligned after all.
I'm very curious about how your interests align.
Let's just call it a long story.
That's one way of putting it. Maybe we should get out of the neighborhood first. Catch the monorail back.
Agreed.
If you are walking away from the propaganda station, you all get a text message that says, Vertigo Madigan, you're going the wrong way.
All of us?
All of you.
I was going to say, is there anything I can think of with my background that would let me disrupt or fulfill my initial goal at this moment?
That would help you fulfill your initial goal at this moment.
The one from Vito, yeah.
Yeah, I seem to recall some steel-toed boots in your inventory. I recall a civilian-grade hand grenade in Erastus's presence. Those are a couple of problem-solving methods I am aware of. You could try something more...
I know nothing about grenades.
Yeah,
That's
I have
true.
told no one.
That's true. Yeah, so certainly direct disruption is an option. You could try something more technological in nature. You could try filing a report. The sky's the limit.
Hey.
I hold my phone up to you.
Yeah, no, okay.
I assume you also got this, whatever this is.
Okay, yeah, okay. Maybe we'll wait on that drink for just a moment. Erastus, do you have any hookups at the power company?
I could certainly contact someone. Who does my sister work for again, Alex?
Your sister worked for the family business, as I recall.
Yeah, I'm just trying. I can't remember what the family business was.
Is it power?
It was trading and sourcing materials, primarily unusual materials for mages.
Okay, so no, then no, it will not.
I need to shut things down here real quick before we leave. Before I leave, anyway.
Is that the smartest decision?
I'm a little concerned about what'll happen if well,
I will be filing a report and it will likely be shut down, considering your reaction.
I think that's a good idea. Things are bad in there.
Could you give me
how do we feel about AIs? Like, not the self learning model, but the ones that are actually self-aware.
They are a highly discussed topic in etherweb circles right now, in terms of many different moral and ethical and sociological reasons.
There's a big one in there.
That would explain the
and I'm
volume.
trying, I'm facing away from the goblins, just in case we've got any lip readers in that quadrant.
Sure. How loud are you talking?
I'm not talking particularly loud, but
Okay.
I also kind of, they feel like they know what's up, but no,
Oh, and so that wasn't about them.
Oh, good, yeah.
This is a very much Big Brother is watching you type of vibe.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But no, we're doing a lot of like covering the mouth, not stage whispering below that. Whatever that like middle whisper is.
Sure. Yeah. Between the, I'll give this one to you for free then. Between what Vertigo has shared with you and the text message you got, you have reason to believe that something might be able to hear you through your phone speakers?
Yeah. I would consider like all data compromised at the moment.
I cannot stop you for whatever you do. I can do what I can do from my end, but it is a longer process.
Eris, any guided missiles or anything in your back pocket?
Nothing that
Which
would
are
fit in
very
this dress.
stylish, by the way.
Nothing that would fit in these pants, unfortunately.
There is a pause. Guided missiles.
It's bad, Erastus. It's bad.
The Erastus like pinches the bridge of his nose. I can't believe something Julie has given me will be useful.
Do I recognize that name? Because I'm nosy.
No.
Okay.
Oh my god. This morning, my assistant handed me this. And I will go into like my side and it's a fucking grenade. A legal
It's
grenade.
civilian grade.
It's legal. I don't know why she gave me this. I don't know where she got it.
Why do you have all the best presents today? You thought you were like a square, but you just keep pulling
I am
things out of
very
your
much a
pockets.
square, but more rectangle. Because of... Regardless. You can thank my assistant because she is...
I'm sending you a goddamn fruit basket because that is...
She is very intelligent, but also a...
With something like that, I'd recommend more than a fruit basket. I might send her a nice bottle of liquor.
She is chaotic.
That's a good idea. I like that. That's a good one.
She is very chaotic. And that's the kindest word I could use for her. And if her and her twin were not so capable, I probably would have fired her a very long time ago. But I can't fire her for
Fire her.
reasons.
Send her to me.
No, I'm keeping her.
Damn it.
God, I never thought someone would be fighting over Julie.
Good. Yes. What is...
I will post the other cipher in chat.
Bless.
It'll do 5 points of damage in an immediate radius basically. God damn.
Good news. On
Alex-
average, I don't think computers are generally super sturdy. Although this does feel like something that they've invested a lot of money in.
Hey Alex, can you confirm that this was rolled randomly?
I can confirm that this one was rolled randomly, yes.
Incredible.
Truly wild.
God damn.
Yeah, no, this first set was all rolled randomly, as will the further ones.
Damn.
To be clear, these are goblin adults, right?
Yes.
Okay. Don't worry
That's
about
some
it.
good kit you got there.
Oh, I was absolutely trying to keep this covered. I don't want them snooping.
For the sake of the vibe, they caught it.
Yeah. That
Oh yeah,
feels right.
they're shifty motherfuckers.
That sounds about right, yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad we didn't fuck with you.
This feels kind of like your territory, like your patch. Would you say?
Turf.
It's part of our neighborhood.
Turf, yeah. That's good.
Certainly not yours. Where are you from? Downtown? City center?
Yeah. Look, I don't want to live next to
Yeah.
this building. No offense. What do you know about it?
Moved in not long ago. 6 months, maybe. Weird folks come in, weird folks go out.
Are they,
Tell you what. You want to know? How about you pay me?
There is a furrowing at the mention of the 6 months. But Erastus doesn't say anything.
what do you want?
I don't know what you got. If you don't have, if you can't transfer me some currency, then I don't know. You holding anything cool? That fella's got a grenade.
I know. I'm also surprised by that.
Hey,
Um,
I was also surprised.
what do you
some-
need around here?
What do I need? Money's a great one. Kit for encouraging suspicious looking rich folks, I suppose, to part with some valuables. So weapons. I don't know, anything interesting, anything worth something. Got jewelry, I can flip it. You got information, I can find a buyer. Got a particularly interesting person, I could probably kidnap him and make a ransom. What do you got? I'm crafty.
Do I have... This is going to be a wild one. Again, totally understand if it's too big. But also,
Yeah. If it
Devil's
doesn't work,
Bargain?
If it doesn't work, I might have a backup plan. So yeah.
it'd be incredible if we could dovetail them. But Vertigo's thing is being a beneficent manipulator. She loves doing Leverage. She's just Leverage, the TV show.
Mm-hmm.
We were just
helping the
talking
little
about
guy.
that during break while you were away.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
I
That's
started
so
watching
funny. It's so good. So
Love
good.
Leverage.
Watch Leverage,
Yeah.
everybody.
So good. It's so good.
Are there any cases or people that she's been trying to help recently that they might be able to, like, pass on one of the no good nicks, as it were, to this entrepreneur for extortion or kidnapping purposes?
I'll tell you what. I'll say in the course of a recent job, you have acquired a favor from an individual named Unia. She's an alchemist who actually works in this part of town. You could essentially pass that favor on to this individual named Zizix. You could say, hey, go to Unia, tell her that Vertigo sent you, and you'll get a favor.
Yeah, I'm okay making that deal.
All right, sick.
Guess I don't get to break anyone's kneecaps, but
All right, that'll do. What do you want to know?
anything you can tell us. What are the types of people coming and going?
Names.
Weird folks. Those
Appearance.
those two you were talking to earlier, the ones with the water, the ones who told me not to fuck with you, they're part of it. They find people who work around here, who live around here. Sometimes for people who live closer to the city center. They hang out, and every once in a while they go in there. Every once in a while they all come out wearing red. It's real weird. Don't really know what they're talking about. But I don't fuck with them. They've clearly got something bigger going on, and it's not my bag to get involved in what.
While he's talking, as he starts to talk, I would like to put like a club mix or something on my phone,
Mm-hmm.
and like put it back in my pocket.
Sure.
Not like super loud, but like so that
Loud
it's kind of
enough.
echoing around itself.
To help obscure discussions from listening ears.
Yeah. Yeah, the equivalent of running the bathtub. Any fancy business types or any that look like this one here, jerking a thumb at Erastus?
Yeah. No, certainly no government types. There's a couple who work for Chroma, but they seem to just be hired muscle, as far as I can tell, at least.
Do you have names for those hired muscle?
Sure don't.
Descriptions?
Fella in there right now is a Dragonborn. He's big. He's orange.
I'm assuming he's guarding whatever's inside.
He's carrying a rifle, so yeah, problems.
Most likely.
Are they impacting the community in any way?
Positive.
Plus, minus? Yeah.
That depends on what you mean by impacting. It depends on what you mean by community.
All right. Neighborhood, are they dumping toxic chemicals or opening food
Not
banks?
that I've seen. Certainly they seem to have some kind of message. App and Perry, talking to everybody they can. They hang out, eat lunch, spreading the good word or whatever.
What is this good word?
I don't really know. Some psycho spiritual mumbo jumbo. Not really one for that sort of thing, you know?
I know. And things always get weird and blurry when religion or beliefs are involved, so.
And they're all wearing the same color, and some of them wear robes. It's all a little much for me, if I'm being honest. But some of the folks who live and work around here really seem to like it. That App and Perry are weirdos. Don't get me wrong, but they're not really causing problems. I mean, every once in a while, I'll even grab some fruit from them, what have you.
I think you're right not to listen too closely.
I'd agree.
Free food is free food.
Free food is free food. Especially when it's free. Do you have any idea how hard it is to get fruit out here? And handing it out
I can
to
imagine.
anybody who will listen.
Yeah.
Not to mention
Quite a gig
ice.
they got going on.
It is
All the
quite
way out here.
Task.
Yeah. I tell you, it's certainly more than the Preside's doing for anybody around here. It's more than all the corporations and their little corpses are doing for anybody out here. No wonder they're getting people through.
What would you say the biggest thing that can be improved around here is?
What would I say? The biggest thing to be improved around here? It's what can't be improved? That nobody has. I'll tell you what. I gave it some thought. Here it is. There's no reason to live out here. And when I mean that, I don't mean that, oh, we should just pick up and go somewhere else. I mean, there is no reason to stay alive when you are here. What are most of the people who live in the factories here living for? They have no reason to believe that they're going to achieve some degree of comfort and stability in towards the city center. That's not an option for these people. There's no path forward in that. All right. And so what are you doing? You're waking up at 5 a.m. You're walking your ass to the factory to get chewed out by a boss, to get work to the bone for 12 hours, to head back home, to fall the fuck asleep, and do it all over again just so you can have enough to eat. And the only thing that is driving you is the living instinct to not fucking die. All right. That's why I'm not locked in one of those buildings right now myself. And you want to know what that gets me? That gets me looking for bozos like you who look like you might have a little money. And so maybe I can threaten you. Maybe I can convince you to part with some fucking crumbs, and so I can find a way to get my meal tonight. The biggest problem we have around here is that there is no reason to continue anything.
Yeah. Partway through Zizix's vent, Erastus has started taking notes on his tablet and is nodding and listening. Thank you for your brutal honesty, Zizix.
Yeah, sure. Well, I think that's all you folks can afford. Have fun with the Reds. And Zizix, for his part, heads on out, and his two goblin friends hit the road with him.
As he turns and walks away, Vertigo's just going to say, just remember that food, information, nothing's offered for free. Be careful.
I'm aware.
Sure.
As am I.
You too. What do you do?
Vertigo, I am going to turn around and head to the monorail. And what you do with my gifts is all on you.
I don't suppose there's anything on the outside that is like a cluster of like a server or anything.
Regrettably, no. This is an inside job, as it were.
Yep. Is there a window over here?
Sure not, and I'll give you this one for free based on the beholder referencing and above and below. You have reason to believe, because you don't see a second floor, there's probably a basement.
Yeah. Eris, you don't happen to be a cat burglar or anything, do you?
At that, Eris will just give a smirk and just not say a damn thing.
Smart.
There's like another, like, I've done so many eyebrow lifts, and there's just like another one as Erastus just like looks at you with the non-answer.
I have to get in there.
I am fairly confident in my agility. If you need help getting in.
You are full of surprises.
I aim to please.
There's a sigh. What can I do to help you, Vertigo?
We need to shut it down. So it's either disrupting it from the outside, which I don't want to jack back in.
I can offer a distraction to the Dragonborn. I don't want to.
Perfect. Love you. Thank you.
You owe me.
Fine.
I gave you 2 goodies. Plus this
You
favor.
did. It's true. Fine. I owe you.
What's the move?
Do you still have, I'm trying to think of, like, I guess the equivalent of, like, an official-looking clipboard is going to be my tablet, basically.
Yeah.
Because I just love the image of just, like, clipboard papers everywhere, so on and so forth, so. If I can get him outside, Will that be enough?
It's a good start.
There's a deep breath, and Erastus will march towards the door of the garage.
All right, sick. You march towards the door. There's a big shuttered garage door, and you go into a fucking human door. I don't know. To the side of it, and you find yourself in a what looks like a converted shop, essentially. What previously was probably, I don't know, selling car parts or something similar, is now what looks like a awesome eating space. There's a bunch of folding chairs and like tables all like on the little rollers that are kind of pushed off to the side. There's a counter and an individual, a human man, probably mid-30s, black hair, wearing just kind of regular street clothes, like a denim jacket, which kind of looks to you. Hello, can I help you too?
You said there were like car parts around, or used to be car parts? Like what's around?
What is around in here is not much. There's a bunch of like tables and folding chairs, all like pushed off to the side as if this was a meeting space at some point. And the room is mostly cleared, or there's like a desk as if, or like a stand as if what used to be a like a checkout counter. And then there's an individual who doesn't seem to be doing much, just kind of standing there.
Yeah. And I think at that point, like I was looking on my tablet and stuff, like I pulled up like a map at some point on my tablet, just of the city, public access stuff. I'm just like, maybe you can help me, because I have been walking around the neighborhood trying to find the locomotive automotive shop, and apparently it says it's here, but I don't see any cars here, and you do not look like an automotive technician or a mechanic, and I'm just very turned around, and could you please assist me? Could you maybe come point me out to the right direction where I need to go? And I point near the door to the street.
Yeah, sure. There used to be a car shop here. I think the wizards who ran it up and left moved closer to the city center.
My sister wants to get all jacked up and do car magic, but I don't even know anything about that. I don't know why she's sending me. I don't have a lick of magic in my bone at all. But
me neither, brother.
But could you please maybe point off in the direction, maybe what street I'm supposed to be looking for, and I'm just try to usher him towards the door. And I'm actually going to use I'm going to use a skill actually.
Absolutely.
I have a skill called Fast Talk. Mm-hmm. When speaking with an intelligent creature who can understand you, who isn't hostile, you convince that creature to take one reasonable action in the next round. A reasonable action must be agreed upon by the GM. It should not put the creature or its allies in obvious danger or be wildly out of character.
Sure, absolutely. So the individual behind the desk, who notably, I'll give this one to you for free, is not the Chroma Core Dragonborn card. Steps out. Well, unfortunately, friend, if you're looking for the specific individuals who own this shop, I cannot help you. Now, if you were just looking for any car wizard, I can't tell you, he begins to take you and step outside. Now, you're going to be looking for Bud's Body Buddies. Now, they mostly do body work, so this is going to be your armor, but they can also help you do some movement. They can enchant your panels enough to let you fly a little bit. And he begins to walk you outside and begin pointing you. Now you're going to go 6 blocks that way. Once you hit 242nd, you're going to hang a left. That means you're going east. And he just begins to direct you to Bud's Body Buddies.
Yeah. And it's obvious to Vertigo and Eris that this is not the Dragonborn. So you're on your own here. I did what I could for now.
Vertigo is going to walk towards the door, and if Eris follows, great. If not, welp.
As you go by, the individual who is talking to Erastus kind of points at you with 2 fingers. Oh, you two, you were talking to Perry a minute ago. I'll be right with you. I need to direct this fella to the car shop. And you head into an empty former automotive shop.
Are there any doors, any hallways, any
There
hatches?
sure are.
Oh,
Directly behind the former sales counter is a wooden door with a small window that indicates some stairs.
just gonna open the door.
All right, sick. You walk unimpeded past all of the now defunct security cameras with all of the confidence of someone who has a perfectly legal grenade in their back pocket.
It is legal.
It's legal.
It's
Yeah, I'm
perfectly
not
legal.
bothered.
Perfectly legal.
The other item, on the other hand, was very illegal.
Yeah,
True.
no,
Yeah.
The hacking software, that is illegal.
To
No
be clear-
comment as to that.
Before I shoved it in my pocket, can we say I took like a second to like identify where the pin is and like how
Yes.
it works? Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just, otherwise, I will stop on the stairs and be like, "How do I not kill myself with this?"
Right, yeah, no, sure. It's pretty
Okay.
straightforward.
It's civilian grade.
So-
Civilians have to know how to use it.
Yeah,
That's
right.
true. Yeah.
In fact, this probably has like the directions printed on the ceramic and
With diagrams.
yeah. There's like 3 different languages that it's in. It's like Common, Dwarvish, and Elvish.
And then also the like image, like
Yeah, the
the
pictograms.
the
yeah.
directions that are basically like
That,
laundry
yeah.
directions.
There's a
Yeah.
big warning sign on it. May be detrimental to your health.
Yeah.
Should not be
Don't
used by
swallow
children
the
12 and
pin.
under. Should not,
Yeah.
should not be used by children 12 and under.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna boldly go where the stairs take me.
You boldly go where the stairs take you and find yourself in an underground server farm. Down here, you see 3 individuals, one of which is a gnome who is standing on top of like one of those chairs that's like bar stool height, I suppose. It's getting
Nailed
late,
it.
I'm tired. But he's like standing on a bar stool, like typing away at a computer. There's a dragonborn wearing all white with a big sort of red C on the center of like a Kevlar vest. This is obviously chroma core gear, and he's holding like an automatic rifle leaning up against the wall. And then you see a third individual again in street clothes leaning up against or like kind of hunched over like a cabinet smoking a cigarette. And they all turn to you as you descend down the stairs. The
Hi,
Dragonborn
folks.
is the first to speak up. I think you're lost in meeting rooms upstairs.
Oh no.
Better go.
No, I'm here for the audit. I would like to spin my identity.
Okay.
In which it's 2+ intellect points. I
Mhm.
convince all intelligent creatures that I am someone or something other than who I am. I don't impersonate an individual. I am part of a group.
Okay. And 2+, that doesn't involve a skill roll or anything, does it?
It's a special ability. It is, let's see. If I attempt to convince more than one creature, the intellect goes up by 1. So it would be 2,
5.
3,
No, 4.
4.
4. All right.
1
sure.
per additional victim. And then they remain convinced, or they remain so for up to an hour unless I reveal my true identity earlier. Which I might do.
Right. Sure. All right. That works for you. Eris, what's your story?
I'm actually gonna see if I can latch on to that, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna use one of my own special abilities, Face Morph.
All right. Sick.
Yeah.
So essentially, I'm going to essentially obfuscate my identity. At least, essentially, she's going to essentially shift her face, her facial features to essentially look unrecognizable from like her current form. So I guess if
All right.
Vertigo happens to look back, she'll sort of they'll sort of witness Eris's face just sort of melting, shifting. Like the best way I can imagine it is that scene from like The Flash. Spoiler one for season 1. Yeah.
Yeah.
From season 1. So it's that, essentially that. It'll essentially morph into like a more youthful, feminine face, I'd say.
All right, hell yeah, I can see it. All right, sure, yeah. Who is auditing this exactly? The Dragonborn steps up. He's at least willing to entertain the idea of an audit, but he's interested in who is doing that audit.
Did they not tell you? Fucking
Who's
unbelievable.
they?
Who do you think I'm here with? The city? Come on.
I don't know. Who the fuck you here with?
Who gave you that gun, smartass?
So you're with Chroma.
Yes, I'm with Chroma. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. They never tell us. They never tell you guys that we're coming, and
No, they never do.
It's already hard enough to do my job, right? Like, nobody likes us, and nobody likes surprises. So it's already 2 strikes. I just want to get in, get out. I don't want to get in your way.
Well, look, I'll tell you what. I hope you tell corporate.
Trust me. It's going
All
in.
right, I checked. All right, and he as he's like walking up, and he kind of whispers in your ear as he approaches, and he lets you through. You have no idea the types they bring through here. Just check it out. Tell him I did my job. I checked you out, and we're good. All right.
Oh yeah, trust me. My report is going to be about them.
I had no idea you were auditing this place. I had no idea this place was on a book.
It's off book, but they need their check marks, right? Like, I submit my reports. I don't know where it goes. Probably in a black hole somewhere. It's not what I'm paid for. Paid to check it out. Call it a day. I'll be in and out. No problem.
Have fun. All glory to Lady Tiamat and all that. I'll be upstairs.
Thank you. All glory. Without facing anyone else, I will turn and look at Eris just like... Let's audit.
After you.
I'm gonna find the nicest cluster of servers.
Sure, yeah. So towards the back of the room, if you come in, imagine you come in from the south towards the north, there is, essentially a cluster of server racks and computers of that nature. Yeah.
Does it look grenade proof?
Not particularly. I mean, no.
I think while Vertigo is doing that, can Eris... So you said there were 2 others in here, right? Aside from the
Yes.
Dragonborn?
Mm-hmm.
I think Eris will sort
of... an elf. Also.
I think Eris will probably go up to them, essentially sort of keep their attention occupied while Vertigo does their thing. And does their auditing with a grenade.
Yep. Sure. So as you approach, you see an elf who is quite aged. At a guess, this person might be old enough to remember the first Red Presence movement. So you're auditing for Chroma. I didn't know they were invested in this site in that way.
Well, they tend to keep their cards rather close to the chest.
Indeed, they must.
You can tell why, and you can imagine why they didn't want anyone knowing about that.
I suppose I certainly can.
It's just sort of like give both of them like a sort of look up and down. So what brings you two here? Since I must do my duty as such.
Well, I believe in the movement, I suppose. That was part of the first one, and now that it's back, well, not
you don't
much has
say.
changed, I suppose.
Would you care to enlighten me about that? I've only heard faint whispers and such. I'd love to learn more from you, gain your perspective from someone as learned as yourself.
The gnome kind of looks at the elf. I really don't think you should. They know it's fine. It's an old movement. Your histories don't do it justice, I don't think. In short, Reeve, I suppose one way to understand it is that we're not content with a status quo, I suppose you could say. This idea of power to the powerful, it doesn't suit us. We are willing to make ourselves powerful. We're tired of being trodden on by the mages in their towers, by the executors and their laws, by your commentators and the inner city dwellers who look at us and call us extreme, violent. It's all the same. This just this naked suppression of what? Of our culture, of our refusal to lay down and become parts. What we're willing to say is what no one else is willing to say. There's a down at the root of all of this. All of this, it's people. The magisterium is not bad because it's a system. It's not bad because of magic. The magisterium keeps us down because the people inside it keep us down. Is the the individuals and that sphinx that leads them. Because they look down on us. And we will not have it. And Chroma, at least, as far as I can tell, is willing to see eye to eye in some way. Enough for us to both get what we want, after all.
True. But I must digress. Your perspective is quite refreshing, especially when dealing with those of the. You can almost, and she almost like puts on like an act of like disgust and like scowl. It's like those of the inner. It is refreshing to hear words from someone such as yourself, speaking so bluntly, so forwardly.
I am old, and I understand that my time is coming to an end, even for one as long-lived as myself. And even if I do not live to see it, I do hope for a day when this city can truly be ours again, in a real way, you know.
I do share that sentiment. But from what I have heard whispered about, the first movement went similarly well until a certain something interrupted it. What makes you so certain that this would be better?
That makes me certain that this movement will be successful.
Will not fall to, say, another variable, such as that one.
Suppose I can't know. None of us can know the future. But, well. Roll me a d20. Tell me if you get even or odd.
Okay. Even.
Even. Yikes. Okay. Well,
Nice! Yay!
I hope this is what I'm thinking it is.
Please let it be what I think it is.
I have no idea what you think it is, but... Oh. Between you and me, we've already won. Our God is here now. And the followers of Numa are too busy staring at the sun, hoping for a return to manifest anything of real potency. We are in the last days. It will be remembered, of course, the tremendous assistance that Chroma has provided us. I am sure the accuser will remember you fondly and bestow upon you many gifts.
I look forward to it.
Good. Oh. This old elf kind of claps you on the shoulder. God bless you, young one.
You as well, Elder. I'll look over to see if Vertigo has made any progress.
Vertigo, you heard all that in the background.
I was going to say, I was hoping that they were speaking at regular volume. Question. So I found like a good server cluster. Fine.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any like structurally important like columns or...
Probably not.
Okay. I was like, maybe I could just work smarter, not harder, but okay.
Mm-hmm.
Having identified this handy dandy location. I don't want to be greedy. I'm going to start to walk away. Do like a little cursory, in and out of a couple other areas. I don't make some notes. Of what? I don't know. Assistant. I think it's about time we get going.
At once? I think before she leaves, I think Eris will sort of touch the shoulder, touch the hand that sort of touched her shoulder, as well as touch the gnome's back also. Before they leave, Eris is going to use one of her skills. Erase memories.
Sick. All right. What does that do?
So for a cost of 3 intellect points, you reach into the mind of a creature within immediate range and make an intellect roll. Upon a success, you erase up to the last 5 minutes of its memory.
All right, right on.
Yes.
So this will be 2 rolls of a challenge 3 each, and for extra spice and umami, I'll say if you fail, they catch what you're doing.
So I do have a skill that would this be considered I'm assuming this would be considered trickery.
Yeah, sure, I'll give that to you.
Yeah, because I'm trained in all interactions involving lies and or trickery. So.
All right, sure. So you have a skill, and I'm assuming you're spending effort for both, right?
Yes, I will be.
All right, sure. So you will spend, and so your target number will be a 3 for each roll.
Okay. Target number 3. So I believe that's what, a 9. I want to aim for on a die.
No, the challenge is 1.
Oh, challenge is
Yeah.
1, right?
Yeah, challenge is 1 after the deduction from the skills. Your
Right,
target
you're
number
right.
is 9 each one.
Right,
Or
so
it's
it's target
3
number
each
3.
one.
Okay, cool. Sounds good. That's a 5 on the first roll.
Sick.
And Jesus Christ, it's a 4 on the second one. I just barely made it.
Yeah, by the skin of your teeth,
You made it.
you were able to wipe the
Thank
memories of
Numa.
these 2 individuals.
So I think as Eris sort of focuses their abilities, the Vertigo for like a brief moment will sort of watch the circlet on their head like glow, like almost like a very faint, like ethereal shimmery gold for a second, like a good like 2-3 seconds. Then they'll watch as the 2 just sort of, the elf and the gnome just sort of slump their heads, and Eris just immediately starts walking. We should probably get going.
Yeah.
And then I'll just
Vertigo,
check
what
the
is it?
grenade as I get to the bottom of the stairs. I know it's an immediate radius, but also I don't know exactly how big 5 is, so I don't want to be right next to it.
Yep.
And then I will scamper up the stairs.
All right, sure thing. Yeah, absolutely. So Eris wipes the memory of these 2 individuals, and as they do, you head back to the stairs and throw this grenade. All right.
Should I ask what you did, or just keep walking?
I'd rather you keep walking. Might make, who knows? It might tell you over drinks.
As you say this, the bomb goes off. Erastus, upstairs from the street, you hear a muffled but still definitely perceptible, especially through the subterranean vibrations. And you and your friend, who has just finished giving you detailed instructions to Bud's body buddies, both look at each other. I need to get back inside. He just dashes off. What's your move at this moment? I'll get back to our Vertigo and Eris in a second.
I'm going to actually just go around, not around the corner, but I'm gonna try and go somewhere out of eyesight of any chaos. But I'm waiting in a place where I think the two of them will pass by.
All right, sick. And Eris and Vertigo, what is your move to try and get out of Dodge, given that you have now 4 individuals who are very much alive, invested in, at the very least, detaining you, if not killing you outright?
Actually, I had an idea as well instead. Can I do something else, Alex?
Sure.
Are the goblins still nearby?
I did say they left, but in theory, you could try and find them.
Yeah. I think I'd like to try and find them super quick, if possible.
All right, sick. That'll be an intellect task. I'm going to call this a challenge 4.
All right, I am going to...
Actually, I'll tell you what. I'll call it a challenge 4 if you're trying to do... If you're willing to be loud about it. If you were trying to be surreptitious about it, it'll be a challenge 5.
I think I don't mind running around. I'm not going to yell for them, but I'm not going to sneak.
All right, sure.
I have a perception. I have a skill in perception, and I'm going to spend a level of effort.
Sure. Yeah, this will be target number 9.
Crit!
No, target number 6.
I got a crit.
Crit! All right, sick. So, in addition to finding a goblin, you get a major effect. How would you like to further define or enhance your success?
I would like to try and have this be an easier check to persuade them to what I'm basically doing.
All right, sure. I'll give you an asset to your first social roll with them.
Yeah. So basically, I find Zizix and company. And I've already gone so we've already established behind the scenes that Erastus hires Vertigo to do shady shit. And when you pay people for shady shit, you're not going to send a wire transfer.
Sure.
So it's not something he says out loud, but he does keep actual cash on him.
Yeah.
For that reason. So I have probably taken just a wad of cash up, and I'm like, can I hire you too? Can I hire y'all? And it's not
What for?
My 2 buddies.
What about him?
Help them get out of a bad situation. As unharmed as possible. I heard an explosion in the place we were talking about before.
With the Reds?
With the Reds.
I'll tell you what. You give me that cash, and then you, personally, owe me a favor.
Fair.
All right. Give me some contact information. We'll get going.
I will give him not my government contact information, my personal contact information. I have a work phone and I have a personal phone.
All right, sick. You provide some contact information and a wad of cash. The goblin. All right, boys, let's get to work. And they all begin pulling out weapons. Notably, you see 3 pistols, if nothing else. And they begin heading over to the building. From inside, Vertigo and Eris, you begin working on your escape. I'll say you get to the top floor and you see the Dragonborn come dashing in. He's got his assault rifle ready, and he, at this point, I'll give it to you for free, does not believe you're with the audit anymore, and begins to aim it. And I will say, for the sake of efficiency and speed, you also notice that the individual that Erastus was talking to was running in your direction. But as he is doing this, he gets shot several times.
Does this Dragonborn appear to have any sort of cybernetic enhancements, implants?
Somebody roll a die. Tell me whether you get even or odd. And at this point, I'll say we probably should roll initiative.
Oh no. What's a 3? Odd.
Odd. No.
Okay. Well, just kidding. It's still a D20 for initiative.
Yes, it is a D20. If you have, I don't believe there are skills in initiative, but you can spend effort from your speed pool if you would like to be better at initiative. Your target number to beat the Dragonborn is 12.
I did not get a 12 or higher.
All right. And we're running a bit late here, but
what a way to end a session,
slowly
though.
but surely.
Truly.
All right, so Vertigo is going after the Dragonborn.
Yeah.
Eris rolled a 14.
14. All right, Eris is going to go before the Dragonborn. And Erastus, are you in initiative, or are the goblins going to be filling in for you?
I was not kidding when I said I have no physical capabilities, so the
All right,
goblins
sick.
are my currently my buddies.
All right.
Love that.
Eris, you're up first. What's the move? You've got a bunch of antagonists. You got 2 antagonists downstairs. You have a Dragonborn upstairs who is pointing an assault rifle at you and your friend.
Yeah, I think given that the more immediate problem is the Dragonborn currently aiming a rifle at me, I think Eris is going to... I think Eris is going to play it smart here. Let me actually do one thing real quick, make sure I track this correctly. Eris is going to use one of her special abilities, Resonance Field.
All right, what does that do?
Resonance Field is costing 1 intellect point, so basically I essentially create like a faint aura, light of aura over my body. Whenever a creature within immediate range makes an attack against me, that light will essentially energize to block the attack. So she can use the action to, I guess, cast Resonance Field. She's going to essentially move up close to this guy. So
all right, sure thing.
Yeah.
All right, so you use your action to create a resonance field. I don't believe can move, actually. Cypher, you can...
Either action or move, okay.
Yeah, it's action or move, and there's an ability, Fleet of Foot, that lets you do both.
Both, gotcha, okay.
Yeah.
So in that case, she'll stay where she is then, in that case.
All right, you pop up a shield, and the Dragonborn is going, having detected that you have a defense mechanism, and regrettably, that Vertigo does not. Vertigo, can you hit me with a speed defense roll? This will be of a target number 12 to start. You can reduce this with effort from your speed pool, and it will be targeting your might pool if you get hit.
I got an 18.
An 18 will do it. You are able to move erratically enough that when the Dragonborn pulls the trigger, he misses you. Vertigo, you are now up. What's your move?
It's not smart, but I'm just gonna punch him.
Sick. You go in for a punch. The fists are a light weapon, which means your attack is eased. Yeah, this will be of a target number 3 for an eased attack.
Okay, that's a 15 on the die.
A action rest from Erastus, good to know. 15 on the die will do it. Your punch is a light weapon, so that will do 2 points of damage against his health pool of 12. That is Vertigo. The goblins are going to use their action to move, and I will say the 3 of you notice a small group of goblins kind of burst through the door, all armed, relatively speaking, to the teeth. And you know not why, but evidently prepared to cause problems in public. Downstairs, there will also be a move as the elf and the... Actually, no. Only the elf surfaces. The gnome remains downstairs. Actually, I'll tell you fucking what. How would you all like 1 experience point?
Fucking give it to me. Wait, even me, even though I'm not there?
Yeah, sure, everybody.
Oh boy.
You'll feel the effects of this, I'm sure.
I'm sure. I'm
You
sure.
will all be feeling the effects of this.
Yeah.
I'm okay
yeah.
with it.
Yeah.
Me.
Everybody take an
Hit it.
experience point. Sick. All right.
Let's fucking go.
So,
Let's do it.
through some feat of phenomenal perception on all of your parts, you hear a whir, a buzz, an electrical current as the cameras near you come back to life. And Erastus, one of the outdoor cameras, pivots in your direction. Eris and Vertigo, you see cameras pointed from the inside in your direction, as the gnome downstairs evidently has repaired the security system. We're back up to Eris.
I think Eris will sort of, at this point, having had her defense mechanism established with the resonance field, she's going to essentially take her action and move in close, see if she can cut off that range that the gun gives him. So
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
yeah, so she'll essentially
You can body block.
yeah, she'll probably try to
Absolutely.
probably body block, I'd say. Yeah.
All right, right on. So then, in that case, the Dragonborn only has one target, and that's you. Your speed defense is going to be eased because of the type of weapon and the range you are operating in.
Mhm.
So your target number would be a 9 to start. Would you like to spend any effort from your speed pool to reduce that?
No, but I will say because of resonance field, it allows you to make an intellect defense roll instead of speed defense roll.
Sick. Would you like to spend any effort from your intellect pool?
I'm gonna say no.
Sick. Then your target number is a 9 for a speed defense roll, or
Intellect.
intellect defense. Yeah, it'll be, if you're not spending
Yeah.
effort, it's the same number either way.
Yeah. 11.
11. That will do it, as you are able to. I'll say that the Dragonborn kind of raises up the rifle, and you're able to just kind of swing an arm and bat it back down, and he fires into the ground. That is the Dragonborn. Vertigo, you are up. There are 3 goblins and a Dragonborn antagonist ahead of you, and there is an elf behind you.
You said there's a door, right?
Yes, there is a door out directly in front of you, and there is a door back downstairs behind you.
I guess I was just trying to figure out if the elf is still on the stairs, like where we all are, respective to the inner door. But seeing that Eris seems capably engaged with the Dragonborn, I am going to address the elf. I don't suppose they've got any obvious cybernetics.
Sure, I'll say this one does. I'll say he's got a metal arm.
I think I'm still gonna hang on to it, because I think I like this better. I'm gonna use an intellect point and use my enthrall ability.
All right, what does that do?
It is, while talking, you grab and keep another creature's attention for as long as you do nothing but speak. The other creature takes no actions other than to defend itself, even over multiple rounds, unless that creature is attacked.
Unless that creature is attacked. Okay. I will make you roll for it because I think there's a very reasonable interpretation that throwing a grenade into the room is attacking them.
That's
I think
fair.
Yeah, so I'll make you roll for it, but it's possible to do. Your target number is going to be a 9, and you can spend effort from your intellect pool to reduce that target number.
I can't remember how much can I spend.
You can spend up to 1 level of effort at this point, so that will be 3 points. That 3 points can be reduced if you have any edge in your intellect pool. It will be reduced by 1 point to 2.
I do have an edge in my intellect.
Sick. That'll cost you 2 additional points on top of however much the ability costs.
It's 1.
All right, 6. So you'll be spending 3 points from your intellect pool total, and you'll be rolling against a target number 6.
I can't do math, but we got it. Okay.
Sick.
19. Wait.
19, that'll do it. That generates a minor effect.
That is
so
it.
in addition to successfully bamboozling this person such that they will not immediately attack you, what additional effect would you like to incur?
Well, I can't move, so I'll
say in this case, if you would like to move,
I
as
just
a minor effect.
want to close the door between us. um, but if actually, instead of doing that, if I could distract somewhat, or like distract the Dragonborn, or not fully, not the same, but give them some sort of disadvantage or penalty or something.
Yeah,
That
sure.
would be
You can
ideal.
distract the Dragonborn. Absolutely. Yeah.
Excellent.
Sick. Alright, so you have both caught the Dragonborn in your impressive powers of persuasion, and also you have neutralized for the moment this elf from downstairs. Erastus, are you doing anything, or are you just still chilling out?
I was gonna say, I was gonna ask if I can enter the initiative. I was thinking of potentially, if I was able to get close in the first couple rounds, I can maybe like rummage around in terms of like what can I see from like the door?
From the door, you can see a Dragonborn shooting at Eris and Vertigo. You can see Vertigo in almost conversation with one of the people, almost talking them down. Some elf figure from the back, some old man. And you can see your 3 goblin buddies having charged in, waving pistols around.
All right,
That's about the long and short of it.
I think in that case, since I don't think the guy is expecting me, there's like a little bit of a panic, not knowing what I can do. But they helped me, so I should try and help them. There's a folding chair, yeah?
There sure is.
Can I just try and throw it at the back of the Dragonborn's knees?
Erastus with the folding chair! Because,
Maybe have him fall down the stairs.
Actions. So this would typically take a couple actions, but because you were out of the first couple rounds of combat, I'll say you can come into the initiative with this. So the Dragonborn is squarely in the center of the room. He's not in the stairs.
Oh, he's not in the stairs? What can I...
Yeah, he's not in the stairs. He's in the center of the room. So what this will... If you want to throw the chair, you can, but by far the more effective option would be to grab it, come in, and go for a bonk.
Absolutely fucking not. I'm not going in for the bonk because I am a small boy who does not... he has your build, Alex.
But the image of the bonk.
It's a very tantalizing image.
I think it's more so to like cause a distraction so the rest of them can get away. So
all right,
yeah, I'm not like necessarily like aiming to hit him, but I definitely want to like make an opening. I'm sorry
sure.
that you are not getting the metal chair.
All right, so you are able to go against the wall, grab a folding metal chair, and you do not come in with an overhead slam.
Sorry.
But you are able to slide it basically against this guy's feet, and he kind of was not expecting that and almost trips. And because of the distraction that he already has, I'll say at this point he probably falls down. And so at this point, I would say, both for the sake of time and because of creative use of the environment, if you wanted to run, goblins in theory could mop this up.
Pew pew.
Let's see, that was Erastus. It is now the goblins' turn, who take the opportunity now that the Dragonborn is down, and with an unsettling degree of efficiency and sort of emotional detachment, you see a couple of them raise their pistols, bang, 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 and the Dragonborn at that point, between the distractions and the multiple gunshot wounds, dies in short order. At this point, downstairs gets their turn. The elf is wrapped in some enthralling distraction from Vertigo, and I will say the gnome at this point probably makes an attempt to save the beholder, but I would say that attempt would be unsuccessful given your method of deletion. Eris, we're back up to you. Do you want to try and mop up these individuals or flee the scene?
Honestly, we've already started a brawl. Let's just finish it at this point. She's not really... Yeah, I mean, again, she's sort of in disguise anyway, so being caught on camera is a huge deficit for her.
Roger. It's like Erastus, like literally what he's saying.
All right. How do you finish the brawl?
At least for the Dragonborn in front of me.
He's dead.
Oh, he's dead. Sorry.
He's bleeding out currently.
So I think only combatant left is what, the elf, I believe, or is
there's
he still
the elf.
in trance?
There is a gnome downstairs. He's not combating you, but
he's not. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother with him. Yeah.
All right. Then yeah, there is an elf who's in dialogue with Vertigo.
Seeing how there's no other, I guess, combatants in there, I guess, yeah, because I thought there was still the Dragonborn in front of me. If not, then I guess Eris would be like, you know what, time to go.
Right on. Eris, you are able to kind of recognize that the goblins will probably mop up things in here, and you skedaddle. You run, you burst through the doors out into broad daylight. The Dragonborn is dead. Vertigo, you are up. What's your move?
Who goes next? The goblins or would the elf go?
The goblins would go next.
Perfect. I'm gonna switch from talking about maintaining server farms to this poor elf. Hey, Zyzex, I trust you can find a proper way of disposing of this rifle and anything else you might find in here.
I'm sure I can think of something. Picks it up, cocks it.
Yeah.
God, it's bigger than him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
And then I too will dip.
Yeah.
You dip.
I would, before I dip, I also want to just be like, if you could find a way to delete the security footage, that'd be great.
No promises.
If you can.
If I can.
I don't know when my turn was in the order, but I'm also gonna dip.
You would also be going out just before the goblins. Vertigo and Erastus, as you exit initiative and make your escape into the sunlight, you hear bang, 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 as an automatic rifle goes off in the hands of a goblin.
I would like to just quickly say that whenever we are a decent enough distance away, Erastus will puke his guts out.
I'll pat his back. Like a drunk sorority girl in a club bathroom.
Beautiful. Perfect image.
Vertigo's not a nurse, sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I think Eris will offer like a handkerchief when Erastus stands back up.
Yep. He does not look great. Very queasy.
Do you think they'll get the footage?
We can hope.
Are we still close to the data port that Vertigo initially jacked into?
Sure, yeah.
I don't want to do this, just to be clear. If this takes too long, if someone could just unplug me, that'd be great. I would like to hack the impossible one last time and just wipe it myself, if possible.
Sure. Wipe the security camera footage?
Yeah.
Can you remind me what Hack the Impossible does?
It is 3 intellect points to break through security on a website, briefly turn on surveillance cameras, disable robot.
Ah, gotcha.
Persuade mechanics to do your bidding.
Okay, yeah, sure. I'll say you can wipe it. Yeah, I'll say you can wipe it. You connect to the data port one last time. I will say also you notice that there is no longer the digitized consciousness of the holder. That seems whatever equipment was sustaining that seems to have been thoroughly destroyed. It's incredible what the power of a civilian grade hand grenade can accomplish. And you're able to wipe the security footage and ride off into the sunset, as it were. Is there anything else anyone else would like to do this evening as you depart from the propaganda station?
Nothing serious. Just puke again. It's fine.
Sick. All right.
Drink.
Don't we all? And if that is that, then I think we can call tonight's session right here.
What a first session.
What a session, y'all.
What a
Good
session.
All right. Well, for our audience at home, thank you so much for joining us tonight on our first episode of Zenith 3000. We hope to see you again next week at a similar time. And we're just going to quickly go around the circle, reintroduce or de-introduce ourselves, as it were. Say whatever else we're working on, and then we can all hit the night and sleep well and be recharged for the next day. While I'm already talking, hello everybody, my name is Alex. I have been your joyful GM, very glad to share a table with these fine people. I cannot be found on the internet, and I love that for me. I show up on Sword and Key occasionally, and I am certainly booked for the next 10 to 12 weeks doing this, but I have nothing else currently in the works as far as public projects go. Yeah, that's pretty much it for me. Who wants to go next? Or I can pick somebody. That'll be exciting.
I can go. I'll be brave. Hi, hello, I'm Eva. I've had the joy of playing Vertigo tonight, and all that entailed. You can find me here on Saturdays and sometimes Sundays, and I just sort of live here. It's my home, but I'm not chained to any desks.
You sure?
Not that you can prove. I have ADHD, so I have a lot of projects, and that's pretty much it. I don't think there's anything else major for me at the moment. Yeah. I'm a Colin Mare.
Hi, I'm Mare. You can find me on all applicable social media at Archmage of Dice. You can find me here every Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern playing Erastus, your stick-up-the-ass government official who's probably getting into way more than he can handle. I love them. On Saturdays, you can find me here at 6 p.m. Eastern playing Acacia, your centaur rogue druid in the nautical campaign Horizon's Call. And I'm also casting for an Invisible Sun game here on Sword and Key. Please apply for it. ! Apply in chat. That'll be open for a little over one more week. That'll be on Saturdays at 1 p.m. Eastern, starting sometime early 2026. And last but not least, starting next weekend, I will be in 2 games over on Valdrian's channel. I will be running a game of the Devil's Dandy Dogs. I don't remember what day. Look at her schedule. She posted on their social medias. And I will also be playing in a game of 10 Candles. This is Valdrian's annual Extra Life 3 games a day weekend. I'm really excited. It's great.
I guess it leaves me then. Hi everyone, my name is Abhishek. I had the lovely pleasure of playing Eris once again on Zenith. I am a voice actor, TTRPG AP performer, and just all-around lover of Tokusatsu. Aside from this, you can find, I don't really have any other projects, active projects at the moment. Although I will say we'll be applying for the Invisible Sun Mare, so.
Hell yeah.
So, yeah. But aside from that, if you like what you see, please feel free to send me any other applications for your upcoming projects. Or if you need a voice actor too, that also, and you need someone, please feel free to send me that as well. Yeah. That's me.
All right, I will quickly go through the rest of the channel stuff. On this coming Saturday, November 1st at 1 p.m., we have a Sword and Tea shift with Jordan Richer and host Derek Sword. As I already said, Saturdays at 6 p.m. Eastern, we have the return of Horizon's Call after a month-long hiatus because someone had to get married in October. On Sundays at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific, we have our Nightmares on the Frontier campaign, which is a Forged in the Dark, Blades in the Dark, I don't remember, campaign in the Eldritch Wild West run by Valdrinth. And Mondays at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific, we have our Monster Hearts 2 game, Submarine Carcosa, run by the amazing Phoenix 24 femme Angela. And last but not least, we have Gate Night at on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Pacific. They are on episode date 59, 10 away from Nice. And I think that is it. So I think we'll see everybody next week. Please keep an eye out. We are going to be rating Bad House RPG, which it looks like they have like a finale going on. So go give them some love over there. Bye, everybody.
Bye.